Good evening, students. How are you all doing? So today is the programming session, right? So the first class. So I have a presentation with me where I will be giving you a clear introduction about programming. Okay. So indica the programming session le first class thena. So நான் இன்னைக்கு வந்து உங்களுக்கு ப்ரோக்ராமிங் பத்தின ஒரு ஃபுல் டெஃபினிஷன் வந்து தருவேன் சரியா. ஸோ யூ வில் கெட் அ கிளியர் ஐடியா. உங்களுக்கு ப்ரோக்ராமிங் சொன்னா என்னன்னு ஒரு கிளியரான ஐடியா கிடைக்கிறதுக்கான ஒரு செஷனா இது இருக்கும். ஓகே. அது இல்லாமல் එතකොට අද අපි programming ගැන තමයි ඉගෙන ගන්න. ඒකට මුලින්ම මම ඔයාලට programming කියන්නේ මොනවාද? Programming ගැන ඔයාලට හැම දෙයක්ම කියලා දෙන්න තමයි යන්නේ. Okay, so you can ask me whatever the questions that you have, okay, at the end of the session especially, okay. So don't ask questions at the middle. So if you have any doubts related to programming, you may write down the questions and all the doubts and keep it with you, and at the end of the session you can ask me, okay. Hari එහෙනම් අපි මම presentation එක share කරන්නම්. Let me share the screen first, okay පුතා. Can you see the screen? Okay, I hope you can see the screen. හරිද? Okay. දැන් අපි පටන් ගමු. හරි? Okay, so programming. So programming session එකට ඔයාලා join වෙලා ඉන්නවා නම්, okay, if you have joined to the programming session, you might have even heard about programming or any languages, or else you might have like seen someone who is already programming. Your brother or sister might be programming, isn't it? நீங்க வந்து கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க, இல்லாட்டி ஆட்கள் சொல்றதை கேட்டிருப்பீங்க. இந்த மாதிரி ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு இன்டராக்ஷன் ஈண்டிக்கும் ப்ரோக்ராமிங் மேல வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு ஈர்ப்பொண்டு ஈண்டிக்கும். ஏன்னா அப்படி இல்லாட்டி நீங்க அடே நான் எப்படியாச்சும் நான் ப்ரோக்ராமர் ஆகணும், நான் ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராமர் ஆகி அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் டெவலப் பண்ணணும், சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ் டிசைன் பண்ணணும், இந்த மாதிரி என் எம்பிஷன் வந்து அந்த மாதிரி ஆகணும் அப்படின்ற ஒரு நோக்கத்துல தான் நீங்க ஜாயின் ஆகிப்பீங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ ஐ ஹோப் யூ மைட் ஹாவ் ஜாயின் ஹேவிங் அ கோல், ரைட்? ஸோ ஃபைன். So let me get into the first slide where it shows you what is programming actually is. Okay, so நாங்க first கே பாப்போம் programming சொன்னா என்னன்னு சொல்லி. Okay, so புத்தா programming කියලකියන්නේ it is a kind of a language where you will be coding. Okay, wait. Okay, so programming is it is something where Buddha, where it solves problem in a computer. It's like a solution for a particular problem. Okay, අපි ඒකට කියනවා algorithm කියලා එකක් කියනවා. Okay, මම මේකට ඔයාලට real time example එකක් විදිහට එකක් කියන්නම්. Okay, so I'll be explaining in all the three languages, don't worry. Okay, so then ඔයාලට පුතා දැන් හිතන්නකෝ. Okay, then A කියලා person කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. හරි, එතකොට එයාට දැන් මම කියන්නකෝ දැන් for example, so that person wants to eat a chocolate. Okay, එතකොට එයාට දැන් chocolate කන්න ඕනේ වගේම තියෙනවා. එතකොට දැන් එයාට chocolate එකක් ඕනේ. So he can't just think about it and stay at one place, right? නේද? එහෙමනේ. එයාට නිකන් ඒක ගැන හිතාගෙන එහෙමම එක තැනෙම ඉන්න බෑනේ. So he or she have to go to the shop and borrow the thing, right? So ඒ කියන්නේ එයා කඩේට ගිහින් ඒ දේ එයා purchase කරන්න ඕනේ. නේද? இப்போ நான் ஒருத்தர் ஈக்கிறாரு ஏன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு person ஈக்கிறாரு. So அவருக்கு வந்து சாக்லேட் வந்து தின்னணும். ஓகே, சும்மா நான் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்றேன், ரியல் டைம் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒன் மாதிரி சொல்றேன். ஸோ அப்போ இந்த சாக்லேட் வேணும்னு சொன்னா இந்த நேரம் நாங்கள் அது எனக்கு வேணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கொண்டு உட்கார்ந்து கொண்டு இருந்தோம்னா எங்களுக்கு அது கிடைக்காது. ஏன்னா there's a problem. இப்போ அது ப்ராப்ளம், எனக்கு வேணும்ன்றது வந்து ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம். அப்போ நான் அந்த ப்ராப்ளமை சால்வ் பண்ணணும்னு என்ன செய்யணும்? ஒன்று நாங்கள் ஷாப்புக்கு போய்த்து பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு வரணும், இல்லாட்டி யாரையாச்சும் கடைக்கு அனுப்பி நாங்கள் அதை வாங்கி எடுக்கணும். ஏன்னா so that is the solution, isn't it? Now in mathematics and all these are, that is main. Okay, algorithm කියන්නේ mathematics වලින් mainly apply වෙන එකක්. Okay, ඒකට දැන් හිතන්නකෝ දැන් ඔයාලා ස්කෝලේ යන කාලේදී එහෙම ඔයාලගේ ටීචර්ස්ලා මොනවද දෙන්නේ? මොනාරි කැල්කියුලේෂන් එකක් දීලා සබ්ට්‍රැක්ට් කරන්න, එඩ් කරන්න, මල්ටිප්ලයි කරන්න, ඩිවයිඩ් කරන්න එහෙම කියලා දෙනවනේ calculations. So that is the problem. So once after you done the solution, okay, then ඔයාලා ඒකට උත්තරයක් දෙනවා නම් ඔයා ඒක solve කරනවා නේද? එකපාරට මේක solve කරලා ඔයා calculator එකක් වගේ ඔයාගේ brain වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ නේ, isn't it? So you will step by step you will solve the question, isn't it? Solve the calculation, isn't it? So ඒ වගේ තමයි programming කියන්නේ okay ඔයාගේ computer එකේදී okay it is something where it runs in the computer and it solve the problems. Okay, it solve our problems. Okay, now assume that now I just wanted to talk to you guys. I say okay කියන්නේ ඔයාලට දැන් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ programming ගැන නේද? programming ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක ඔයාලට තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නයක්. දැන් මට ඕනේ ඔයාලට උගන්වන්න. So that is my problem, isn't it? Now for me and you there is a barrier, right? So that is what which is the Zoom, isn't it? Then mang ඔයාලට contact කරලා ඔයාලත් එක්ක communication කරනවා නම් it is throughout what? It is throughout Zoom. Zoom කියන මේ software එකේ තුලින් තමයි මම ඔයාලත් එක්ක எப்படின்னு சொன்னா இந்த Zoom சொல்ற software குள்ள. So that is the solution. Zoom is the solution, isn't it? So now you guys want to study, isn't it? So you have this platform where you can study programming, isn't it? So ඒ වගේ ඔයා just think about everything. Okay, ඔයාලගේ day to day life පුතා, day to day life එකේ ඔයාලා පාවිච්චි කරන හැම දෙයක්ම ඔයාට තියෙන problem එකට solution එකක් විදිහට තියෙන එකක් තමයි, isn't it? Now assume that you wanted to talk to your parent or someone okay who is living in abroad, so then you can't just talk to them like early days we used to write the letters and all, right? So it takes time to reach there, isn't it? So then මොනවද කරන්නේ අපි WhatsApp එකේ call එකක් ගන්නවා නැත්නම් video call මාරන් එයාලත් එක්ක කතා කරනවා නැත්නම් IMO කියලා තියෙනවා, Skype තියෙනවා නේද? මේ වගේ there are plenty more solutions for these problems. And assume that you wanted to eat something, so you have this pick me Uber Eats, right? So you can order, so that is the solution. So you have this problem, now you have the solution, isn't it? So ඒ වගේ තමයි then computer කියන්නේ okay computer කියන්නේ it's just a electronic device, right? then අපි කිව්වම then මම first usually in software class I used to ask this question, what is a computer කියලා අපි අහනවා. okay ළමයින්ගෙන් අහනවා, මම අහනවා. එතකොට ළමයින් කියනවා it is an electronic device madam එහෙම කියලා කියනවා. එතකොට ඒක හරිද? උත්තරේ හරිද පුතා? ஏன்னா electronic device னு சொன்னா ஒரு என்ன கரண்டால ஒர்க் பண்ற ஒரு டிவைஸ் உண்டு அப்படின்னு சொன்னா ஓ என்ன கம்ப்யூட்டர்னு சொன்னா கரண்ட் கட்டாயம் தேவை. அப்ப அது எலக்ட்ரானிக்கல் டிவைஸா? கம்ப்யூட்டர்னு சொன்னா அதுதான டெஃபினிஷன்? நோ புத்தா, கம்ப்யூட்டர்னு சொன்னா அந்த டெஃபினிஷன் எங்களுக்கு எடுக்கல. ஏன்னு சொன்னா there are plenty more devices which will work having this electronics, isn't it? electrical එක අරන් වැඩ කරන ගොඩාක් electric එකත් එක්ක අර උදව්වෙන් වැඩ කරන ගොඩාක් devices තියෙනවා නේද? So we can't take the microwave oven or the fan or the AC, all these devices as a computer, right? So we can't take all these stuffs as all the electronical devices are not a computer, isn't it? So there it strikes, isn't it? එතකොට එතන ස්ට්‍රයික් එකක් වෙනවා. එයි අපි හැම දෙයක්ම ඉලෙක්ට්‍රොනිකල් ඩිවයිස් හැම එකක්ම කම්පියුටර් කියලා අරන් ස්ක්‍රීන් එකක් නැතුව නිකන් අපි ටයිප් කරගෙන අපිට ඕන දෙයක් බ්‍රවුස් කරගෙන ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එක පාවිච්චි කරගෙන ඉන්න පුළුවන්ද? No, right? There is no any way where you can use all the electronical devices as a computer. But when it comes to computer, what is the speciality in computer? என்ன நாங்க ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டியா வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல மட்டும் என்ன வித்தியாசம் ஐக்கம்னு சொன்னா that is all this programming thing. okay so programming තමයි main. මං කියන්නම් එයි මං මෙහෙම කිව්වේ කියන එක ඔයාලට මං පස්සේ අර second slide එහෙම යනකොට you will understand. okay හරිද පුතා? then computer එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ it has this screen kind of a thing and it takes input from the user නේද? දැන් මට ඔයාලත් එක්ක කතා කරන්න ඕනේ නම් මට නිකන් ඉන්න බෑ නේද? මට දැන් ඔයාලා join වෙනවා නම් if I wanted to teach you I can't just looking at my screen and I can't just wait. I have to switch on Zoom application in my computer and I have to sign in and then I have to join, isn't it? After that only I will get the connection. So after that I will unmute my mic and I can talk to you නේද? එහෙමනේ. දැන් මං ඔයාලත් එක්ක කතා කරනවා නම් නිකන් මට ඔයාලත් එක්ක කතා කරන්න බෑ ෆෝන් එක අරන් හරි නැත්නම් මේක ස්ටාර්ට් වෙප් දැන් ඊට පස්සේ මං ඔයාලත් එක්ක කතා කරන්න කියලා I can't just wait. So I have to take a step, isn't it? So that is the input. okay මං මොනවද කරන්නේ? මගේ කම්පියුටර් එකේ ඩබල් ක්ලික් එකක් දෙනවා මේ ඇප්ලිකේෂන් එක ඕපන් කරන්න කියලා. මං කම්පියුටරට මොනවද දෙන්නේ? කමාන්ඩ් එකක් දෙනවා. Is it clear? So I am giving a command to my computer, but I'm giving an instruction to my computer to switch on this particular software, which is Zoom, okay, in order to communicate with you. So the problem there is I wanted to communicate with you, but I have the solution, but I can't just wait and just like looking at the screen, I can't just wait, isn't it? I have to take a step in order in like I have to take a step forward in order to do the communication, right? அப்ப நான் என்ன செய்யணும்னு சொன்னா, இப்ப உங்களுக்கு நான் படிச்சு தர வேண்டியது என் ப்ராப்ளம். ஏன்னா இப்ப எனக்கு இரு ப்ராப்ளம் அது தனி. இப்ப படிக்க வேண்டியது உங்களோட ப்ராப்ளம். அப்ப நான் உங்களுக்கு படிச்சு தரணும்னு சொன்னா, எனக்கு ஜஸ்ட் ஓகே ஜூம் இருக்குது என் கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல. அது எப்படியாச்சும் வேலை செஞ்சு அதாவே வரட்டும் அப்படின்ட்டு எனக்கு பார்த்து கொண்டு கேளுமா. அதுக்கப்புறம் டைம் பேத்தோன்னே நீங்க எல்லாம் ஜாயின் ஆவீங்க. என்னடா இன்னும் டீச்சர் வரலன்னு சொல்லிட்டு போயிட்டுருவீங்க என்ன. சோ அது அப்ப நான் என்ன செய்யணும்? நான் ஏண்ட மவுஸ் மூலமா அந்த அப்ளிகேஷனை டபுள் கிளிக் பண்ணியோ இல்லாட்டி அதை வந்து ஓபன் பண்ணி நான் என்ன செய்யணும்? சைன் இன் ஆவி இல்லாட்டி ஜாயின் ஆவறதுக்கு வேணும். ஏன்னா சோ அப்ப நான் கொடுக்கிறது என்ன? the double click. Okay, the double click which I am going to do with my cursor is the input, isn't it? If not, I can just press enter or whatever the key and I will be giving an input to the computer. So the computer, what it will do is it will take the input to the processor. Okay, you might have heard about the CPU and the central processing unit කියලා කියන අපිට. Okay, ඒකට කියන CPU කියන්නේ ඒක තමයි. එතකොට මෙයා තමයි අපේ computer එකේ තියෙන brain. Now we all have our brain, right? Our brain is the one will control us, right? If there's a dog which is chasing us, then we won't stand at that place, the same place, right? We will run away from that place. Because of what? Because of our brain. Because the brain will give a message to our body to run away from that particular place, isn't it? එහෙමනේ. දැන් අපි බල්ලෙක් අපිව හපන්නනවා නම් අපි එතනම එහෙමම ඉන්නේ නේද? අපි දුවනවා එතනින් ඉඳලා. එතකොට කොහොමද ඒක කොහොමද වෙන්නේ? ඒ සඩන් මෙසේජ් එක දෙන්න කවුද? අපේ brain තමයි ඒ වැඩ කරන්නේ. එතකොට අපි දැන් ඔයත් එක්ක මම කතා කරනවා නම් whatever that coming from my mouth is also who is controlling. My brain is the one is controlling, isn't it? So same as that Puta, your computer also have this kind of a brain. Okay, computer එකටත් CPU කියන මේ brain එක තියෙනවා. හරිද? එතකොට එයා මොනවද කරන්නේ? input එක අරන් එයා process එක කරලා output එක දෙනවා. එතකොට අපේ කම්පියුටර් එකේ දැන් මම මේ දේ කිව්වේ කියලා කිව්වතින් ப்ரோக்ராமிங்ஸ் மூலமா தான் நாங்க வந்து இது இன்புட்டை கொடுப்போம். சரியா? நாங்க எந்த ஒரு இன்புட்டை கொடுக்குறோண்டாலுமே அது வந்து ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராம். நான் உங்களுக்கு அதை பிறகு பைனரிஸை பத்தி படிச்சு தரக்குள்ள யூ வில் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட். ஸோ whatever that we are doing is a kind of a program that we are giving as an input to the computer and getting done something. Okay, எந்த ஒரு தேவைக்குமான சொல்யூஷனையும் வந்து நாங்க ப்ரோக்ராமிங் மூலமா வந்து எங்களுக்கு அது சரியமைச்சு கொள்ளலாம். என்னண்டாலுமே எங்களுக்கு செய்யலாம். அதனால தானே இப்ப நீங்க உலகத்துல பாத்தீங்கன்னா உலகத்துல இப்ப உலகத்துல டெக்னாலஜி வளர 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 வந்து ரோபோட்ஸ் இப்ப உருவாக்கப்படுது. அது மாதிரி நீங்க என்ன பாத்தீங்கன்னாலுமே ஏஐ, நீங்க இன்டர்நெட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி எல்லாமே கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. இன்டர்நெட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் மீன்ஸ் all your electronical devices are connected with internet, so you can like control whatever the device, the electronical device from wherever you are. ஓகே, இப்ப நீங்க உங்களோட வீட்டுல இல்லாம வெளியோர இடத்துல இருக்கிறீங்கன்னு சொல்லுவோம். சரி, இப்ப இன்டர்நெட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸை பத்தி நான் சும்மா சொல்றேன். உங்களுக்கு நான் எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ் தரேன். ஸோ இது எப்படி ஒர்க் ஆகும்னு சொன்னா, நீங்க இப்ப வீட்டுல ஜஸ்ட் அசியூம் பண்ணுங்க, அப்படியே நான் இன்றைக்கு லைட் ஆஃப் பண்ணாம வந்துட்டேன், இந்த பர்டிகுலர் ரூம்ல வந்து லைட் வந்து சுவிட்ச் ஆன் ஆகிக்குது, ஐ ஜஸ்ட் வாண்டட் டு சுவிட்ச் ஆஃப் தட். தென் யூ கான்ட் கம் பேக் டு ஹோம், ரைட், ஜஸ்ட் டு சுவிட்ச் ஆஃப் தட் பர்டிகுலர் லைட். ஸோ வாட் யூ கேன் டூ இஸ், நவ் ஃப்ரம் திஸ் இன்டர்நெட் ஆஃப் திங் all the devices are connected with internet. Okay, so these are like Puta now advanced. Now world is growing. Okay, electronical like the technology is really growing and everything are advanced, so you have to know more about things. Okay, there are many things that you have to know. Okay, then මං උනත් කියන්නේ මට දන්නේ මට දැන් දන්නේ just 5%. Okay, there are 95% that I have to learn. Okay, that's how the world is. Okay, එතකොට ලෝවේ දැන් programming උනත් අපි IT කියන information technology ඒ technology පැත්ත ගත්තොත් ඒකෙදි තියෙන it's like a world Puta. There are many more things, not only programming, not only database management things, not only graphic designing things. There are many more things which we have to learn. Okay, then among make an example like then all these things are whatever that I am telling you depends on programming. Okay, එතකොට then ඔයාලා then මම ඔයාලත් එක්ක මේ share කරලා තියෙනවනේ මේක අපි කියනවනේ PowerPoint presentation කියලා. So මේ PowerPoint presentation එක එයි හඳුන්වා ගන්න තියෙන්නේ because some people might have had this problem in order to present something to someone else. They might have like faced a problem නේද මොනාරි මේ presentation එකක් කරන්න ඕනේ වෙලා ඇති ඒත් එයාලට අනේ මට මේ presentation කරන්න ඕනේ වෙන්නේ නැති එහෙම කියලා එයාලට අර problem එකක් තියලා ඇති නේද ඉඳලා ඇති so ඒ problem එකට solution එකක් විදිහට තමයි මේ PowerPoint presentation කියන එක තියෙන්නේ ඒ වගේම තමයි word so now word is really easy for us to type whatever we want right so then it could be a problem in early days now it is not a problem because the solution has come already and Excel and Photoshop and Zoom and WhatsApp all these softwares are solution for all the like particular problems right now ඔයාලට කියන්නකෝ දැන් මම කලින් කිව්වා වගේ ඔයා ගෙදර ඉඳන් ටවුමට යන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් කොළඹ ඉඳන් කැන්ඩි නුවරට එන්න ඕනේ වගේ මොනාරි එකක් කියලා you just wanted to travel from somewhere okay so now from like early days what you have to do you have to go to the train station or you have to go to the bus station or wherever and you have to book the thing isn't it book a ticket or something isn't it ඒ වගේ ඔයාට ගොඩාක් අර වෙඩ තිබ්බ නේද now it is not like that නේද දැන් ඔයාට මොනවද කරන්න පුළුවන් you can just open the application or else you can get into their website and ඔයාලට මොනවද කරන්න පුළුවන් easily book කරන්න පුළුවන් බලනවා තියෙනවද නැද්ද කියලා sheets තියෙනවද කියලා ඊට පස්සේ දැන් තියෙන පුතා හරිම advanced training තේරුණාද දැන් ඒක මදි it is still growing okay not it's not the end okay it's like still growing දැන් ඔයාලා AI artificial intelligence කියලා අහලා ඇති okay so මේ AI කියන්නේත් ඒ වගේ එකක් දැන් AI robots තියෙනවා okay මං කියන්න මේක මොනවාද yeah there's a robot called Sophia කියලා හරිද එතකොට my name is Shafia okay so robot එකක් තියෙනවා Sophia කියලා එතකොට ඒ robot AI robot එකක් හරිද එතකොට එයාත් එක්ක නිකන් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් we can just talk to that robot as like human okay it has this feelings and all it just talk to a people like it can like feel like a human okay එතකොට AI කියන්නේ ඒ වගේ එකක් හරිද artificial intelligence then humans ලානේ intelligent like the humans ලානේ intelligent people but artificial intelligence කියලා කියන්නේ computerized intelligence තේරුණාද ඒ වගේ දැන් ඔයා මේ programming එකට ඇතුළට ආවට පස්සේ ඔයාට දැනගන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් ගොඩාක් තියෙනවා හරිද so it's just like I'm just giving you few ideas only okay just get into the internet and search and see you will get more knowledge about programming okay එතකොට අපි මුලින්ම මම මෙතන කියලා තියෙනවා වගේ programming කියලා කිව්වොත් it is like how we get a computer to solve a problem okay එතකොට දැන් අපේ ෆෝන් එකත් කම්පියුටර් එකක් තමයි හරිද ඒකට අපි කම්පියුටර් එකක් වගේ ස්ක්‍රීන් මේ ඔක්කොම නැති වුණාට it is also a computer because it also have this CPU okay processing unit එකක් තියෙනවා so that is also a computer it is a mini computer ඒ වගේ කම්පියුටර් එකක් okay කම්පියුටර් එකක් තුලින් අපි එක්කෙනෙක්ගේ human කෙනෙක්ගේ problem එක හරි නැත්නම් කාගේ හරි problem එක solve කරන එකක් තමයි මේ programming තුලින් කරන්නේ අපි okay so now if we take us as an example පුතා then අපි humans level නැත්නම් users level ගත්තොත් example එකක් විදියට without the program okay අපි නැතුව computer එකකින් use එකක් තියනවද then හිතන්නකෝ then මේ application WhatsApp Instagram Facebook එහෙමත් නැත්නම් Zoom මේ වගේ softwares නැතුව අපි ගාව phone එකක් තියලා වැඩක් තියනවද YouTube මේ වගේ මොකුත් නැතුව is there is a point of having a phone no right even if I am now I just assume that I have a computer and I don't have this office package okay and I don't have Visual Studio, or like I don't have any of these softwares or whatever, right? එතකොට computer එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ මොනාරි එකේ මේ වගේ applications තියෙනවනේ තමයි මම මේ computer එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. නැත්නම් අපි කවුරුත් computer එකක් හරි නැත්නම් phone එකක්වත් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නැහැ, isn't it? So programmer කෙනෙක් කියන්නේ පුතා. දැන් ඔයාලා programmers ලා. හරිද? දැන් ඔයාලට future වලින් programmer වෙන්න පුළුවන්. It's not that hard, okay? You also can become a programmer. Everyone can become a programmer. It's just a simple thing, okay? Programming කියලා කියන්නේ it's like art. හරිද? කියන්නේ දැන් art කියලා කියන්නේ දැන් සමහර කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා art draw කරන්න කැමති කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා නේද? එහෙමත් නැත්නම් සමහර අය ඉන්නවා එයාලට ආසයි එයාලා ඉගෙන ගන්න කට්ටිය එහෙම ඉන්නවා. It's just like art, okay? It's not like a difficult task to be done, okay? ඔයාට හැමෝටම පුළුවන් දෙයක් තමයි programming කියන එක. சரியா? எல்லாத்துக்குமே செய்யக்கூடிய ஒரு எல்லாத்துக்குமே கோட் பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரு விஷயம் தான், எல்லாத்துக்குமே படிக்க இயலுமான எல்லாத்துக்குமே செய்ய இயலுமான ஒரு விஷயம் வந்து programming நான் சொல்வேன். என்ன சொன்னா when I was like you guys at the beginning, okay, நான் வந்து உங்கள மாதிரி ඉකකොලේ මම ඔයාලා වගේ ඉන්නකොට ඔයාලට සමහරට ඔයාලා ඉගෙන ගන්න ඇති A levels වලින් එහෙම I didn't do my A levels. Once after I finished completed my O level itself, I started to do my HNDs and then BSc. Likewise, I started my career. So then පුතා එතකොට ඒ තැනදී එතකොට මට computer ගැනවත් මට knowledge එකක් තිබ්බේ නැහැ. I didn't know even what is the software. Okay, at that time I didn't had any ideas. So later on I started to learn and the programming became my like best friend, you know. දැන් උනත් මම programming කරන එක මට hobby එකක් වගේ. Okay, programming කියන්නේ මාර interesting පැත්තක්. හරිද? එතකොට just and then අපි programmers කනේ පුතා. එතකොට අපි මොනවාද computer එකකින් වැඩක් නැහැ. එයි එතකොට ඔයාලනේ දැන් programmers ලානේ අලුතින් මොනාරි invent කරගෙන ඉන්නේ software එකක් invent කරනවා, Facebook වගේ එකක් invent කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් උනත් කවුරු හරි එක්කෙනෙක් application එකක් නැත්නම් software එකක් invent කරගෙන තමයි ඉන්නේ. Because day to day software or else an application is being launched because for all the problems now dating apps කියලා තියෙනවා ඊට පස්සේ මොනවාද හැම දෙයකටම applications තියෙනවනේ නේද දැන් workout කරන්නට කියලා applications තියෙනවා diet plan එකට කියලා applications තියෙනවා වෙන මොනවාද තියෙන්නේ දැන් dialogue එකට application එකක් අපි zoom නැත්තම් teams තියෙනවා අපිට නේද zoho තියෙනවා likewise for one problem itself there are many solution නේද දැන් අපිට presentation එකක් ඔයාලට මම share කරන්න ඕනේ okay assume that I wanted to share a presentation with you okay so not only the PowerPoint presentation is a solution okay there are many more solution available out over there හරිද ඒකට දැන් ඔයාලට තේරුණා නැති programming ඉගෙන ගත්තොත් ඔයාලට පුළුවන් world එක change කරන්න you can change the world that means everyone will look at you now just think about Mark Zuckerberg. So he is someone who changed the world, right? Now everyone there is now even a small a kid has a Facebook account, right? Then හැමෝටම Facebook account එකක් තියෙනවා, Instagram තියෙනවා, WhatsApp තියෙනවා නේද? So you can take the world into your hand, okay? And then a computer art, okay, computer tools, okay. Okay. Then අපි computer එක ගත්තොතින් මම ඔයාලට කලින් කිව්වා වගේ දැන් මේක tool එකක් වගේ තියෙනවා problem solve කරන්න. එතකොට අපි computer පාවිච්චි කරන්නේම මොන එකටද? අපිට මොනාරි problem එකක් තිබ්බොත් ඒක solve කරන්නම තමයි අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ, isn't it? Now if you wanted to like you know assume that you are in a leisure time and you just wanted to spend your time, isn't it? එතකොට ඒ time එක spend කරන්න අපි මොනවද කරන්නේ? social media එක පාවිච්චි කරනවා. So that is a problem. You are just using these kind of softwares or else application just to spend your time, isn't it? So මේ වගේ programming තුලින් අපිට ඕන දෙයක් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ මොන එකටද? problem එක solve කරන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, so I have a video with me at the end of this session. I will be sharing it with you, and in that you will find out it is really interesting video. So you will find out what like how many things are we can do whatever we want. Okay, මොන වුණත් අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන්. Even a small game. Okay, gaming application කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා හිතමුකෝ. Now if there is a like application develop කරන කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා ඒක කැමති කට්ටිය ඉන්න පුළුවන්. அப்ளிகேஷன் டெவலப் பண்றதுக்கு ஆசையான ஆட்கள் இக்கேலும், இல்லாட்டி சாஃப்ட்வேர் டெவலப் பண்றதுக்கு ஆசையான ஆட்கள் இக்கேலும், இல்லாட்டி கேமிங் அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் டெவலப் பண்றதுக்கு ஆசையான ஆட்கள் இக்கலாம். ஓகே, so you can even design a game like PUBG, okay, by yourself if you know programming. Okay, so programming දන්නවනම් ඔයාට කරන්න නැති දෙයක් නෑ. Okay, you can do whatever you want. Okay, so let's get into the next slide and let me show you. Okay, programming concept එක ගැන අපි නිකන් බලමු. හරිද? එතකොට programming concept එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ පුතා mainly it like දැන් මම ඔයාලට කියන්නම් අපි example එකක් විදියට දැන් මෙතන මං ගාව ඉන්නා කියලා හිතන්න A කියලා person කෙනෙක්. Okay, so இன்னைக்கு வந்து A ன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு person நிக்கிறாங்கன்னு நினைச்சுக்கோங்க. Okay, assume that there's a person called A. Now I am asking him to go and get me a cup of tea. Okay, so what he will do, he can understand what I am saying, right? So he will go into the kitchen or he will go to the shop and he will buy me a coffee. එහෙමනේ මං එයාට ඉන්ස්ට්‍රක්ට් කරන් ඉන්නකෝ. එහෙම කියලා කිව්වම එයා ගිහින් මොනවද කරන්නේ? එයා පෝකර් ගෙන එනවා නැත්නම් එයා කඩේට ගිහින් අරන් එනවා. ஏன்னா நான் வந்து அவருக்கு காஃபி ஒன்று எடுத்துட்டு வாங்கன்னு சொன்னா அவங்க போயிட்டு எனக்கு ஒரு காஃபி ஒன்று எப்படியும் எடுத்துட்டு வருவாங்க. கடைக்கு சரி போயிட்டு இல்லாட்டி அவங்க செஞ்சு சரி எப்படியாச்சும் ஒரு காஃபி எடுத்துட்டு வருவாங்க. Why is that? Because they can understand the language which I am talking to them. I am giving an instruction. Okay, එතකොට දැන් ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එකත් ඒ වගේ තමයි. ඔයාගේ ස්ලේව් වගේ. එයා දැන් මං මේ A කියන person මගේ ස්ලේව් කියලා හිතනකො එතකොට මං එයාට කියන හැම දෙයක්ම එයා කරනවනේ. Whatever that I am giving, okay, or whatever the instruction that I am giving to him or her, she will do that. Isn't it? He or she will do that because they are like my slave. Okay, so they will do whatever that I am asking them to do. And your computer also same as that. Okay, but what is the difference is Buddha? Your computer cannot understand the language which you are talking, isn't it? එතකොට ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එකට ඔයා සිංහලෙන් හරි නැත්නම් ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් හරි නැත්නම් දෙමළෙන් හරි චයිනීසෙන් හරි මොන ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකෙන් හරි ඔයා එයාට මොන හරි ඉන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් එකක් දෙන්න යනවා කියලා හිතමුකෝ කම්පියුටර් කියලා එයාට බලාගෙන හිටියොත් it won't do that because it cannot understand a language which I am talking. නේද? මං human language එකක් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මං මොනවද එයාට කියන්නේ කියලා. දැන් human කෙනෙක් වගේ නෙවෙයි මෙයා. නේද? කම්පියුටර් කියන්නේ. දැන් ඔයා හිතන්න ඔයා ගාව ෆෝන් එකක් තියෙන. දැන් ඔයා ෆෝන් එක අරන් කියනවා phone I just want you to open. දැන් Siri ඉන්නවා ඉඳ හරි. එතකොට ඒකත් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකක් තමයි. Siri ට ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් already කරලා තිනවා. ඒක AI application එකක්. හරිද? එහෙමත් නැත්නම් නිකන් ඔයා හිතන්නකෝ දැන් නිකන් හිතන්න ඔයා application එකක් open කරන්න කියලා ඒක මෙහෙම මේ වගේ type කරලා මෙහෙම යවන්න මේ button එක click කරන්න එහෙම අපි කියනවා වගේ කිව්වට එයාට understand කරන්න බෑ. Okay, so there is a way where we have to tell the computer to do a task in a language where the computer can understand. තේරුණාද? ඒ කියන්නේ පුතා දැන් human කෙනෙක්ට මං programming language එකේ මොනාරි කිව්වනම් එයාට understand කරන්න බෑ. දැන් මං ඔයාලට කියනවා system.out.println කියලා කියනවා. Okay, println hello world කියලා. Now sometimes you might be you can understand if you know Java already. If not, you won't understand because the programming language is not familiar, isn't it, for you guys? නේද? එතකොට මට දැන් programming language දන්නවා හින්දා මං ඒ language එකේ නිකන් කියනවා මොනාරි instruction එකක් ඔයාලට කියනවා. එතකොට කම්පියුටරට මං මොනාරි ඒ language එකේ instruction එකක් දුන්නා නම් එයා ඒ දේ කරනවා because computers can only understand binaries. Okay, මම ඒකත් ඔයාලට එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්නම්. එතකොට ඒ බයිනරි ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකෙන් තමයි අපි කම්පියුටර්ට කියන්න ඕනේ මොනාරි එකක් කරන්න ඕනේ නම් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් ලැන්ග්වේජ් තුලින් තමයි අපි එයාට ඉන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් එක දෙන්න ඕනේ. We can't just use human languages in order to give instruction to the computer. Is it clear புத்தா? விளங்கிச்சா? ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டருக்கு வந்து நாங்க ஒரு இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனை கொடுத்தா ஓகே நாங்க இதை செய்யுங்க இல்லாட்டி இப்படி ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன்ல இப்படி இதை கிளிக் பண்ணினோன்னு இது நடக்கணும், இதை கிளிக் பண்ணினோடனே போட்டோ போஸ்ட் ஆகணும், இதை கிளிக் பண்ணினோடனே க்ரோப் ஆகணும் போட்டோ, இது கிளிக் பண்ணினோடனே வீடியோ பிளே ஆகணும், போஸ்ட் பட்டனை கிளிக் பண்ணினோடனே வீடியோ போஸ் ஆகணும், இந்த மாதிரியான இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் எல்லாத்தையும் நாங்க சும்மா எங்களுக்கு எங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச லாங்குவேஜால கோட் பண்றதுக்கோ இல்லாட்டி ஹியூமன் லாங்குவேஜால சொன்னாலும் கம்ப்யூட்டர் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணாது. அப்ப கம்ப்யூட்டருக்குன்னு சொல்லி சில லாங்குவேஜஸ் இருக்குது. அந்த லாங்குவேஜ் அந்த ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜ் மூலமா மட்டும் தான் நாங்க அதுக்கான இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனை கொடுக்க வேணும். அப்ப மட்டும் தான் கம்ப்யூட்டர் அந்த லாங்குவேஜை அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணி அதுக்கான அந்த வேலையை நாங்க கொடுத்த இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனை செய்யும். ஓகே, so human is not like that. Human can understand all the languages, isn't it? So human can give වගේ නෙවෙයි computer කියන එක. හරිද? එතකොට computer ට understand කරන්න පුළුවන් විදියට තමයි අපි programming language එකකින් තමයි එයාට instruction එක දෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට එයා මොනවද කරන්නේ? අර ඉන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් එක අරගෙන ඇවිල්ලා එයා ඉන්ස්ට්‍රක්ට් කරන්න කාවද? අපිවත් කම්පියුටර් හાર્ඩ්වෙයාවත්. හරිද? කම්පියුටර් හાર્ඩ්වෙයා කියලා කියන්නේ මේ CPU, RAM, hard disk, okay, මේ දේවල් වලටනේ අපි hardware කියලා කියන්නේ. එතකොට මේ programming මොනවද කරන්නේ නම් එයාලවත් මෙයා තමයි ඉන්ස්ට්‍රක්ට් කරන්නේ. කාවද? දැන් මේ RAM, CPU මේ හැම දෙයකටම මොනවද ඕනේ වෙන්නේ? programming එකේ තමයි එයාලත් වැඩ කරන්නේ. Okay, so if I wanted to run just assume that I am watching a movie. එතකොට දැන් මගේ අම්මා කතා කරා කියලා හිතමුකෝ. My mom is calling me. Okay, දුම්මනේ கூப்பிடுறாங்க. Okay, my mom is calling me. So that just assume I wanted to pause the video and I have to get to her, right? So just if she is calling me, then I have to go. Then what I can do is puta, I can pause the video and go there, isn't it? එතකොට අර pause කරන දේ තියෙනවනේ. අපි pause කරන එකක් තමයි අපි input එකක් විදිහට දෙන එක. එතකොට already අර system එකේදී මොනවද කරලා තියෙන්නේ? දැන් okay, මම මේක example එකක් විදිහට ගන්නම්කෝ. Now I am talking to you. In case I am asking you few minutes and then I am muting. Okay, හිතන්න මං mute කරලා කොහරි යනවා කියලා. නැත්නම් මං phone එකක් cancel කරනවා කියලා. එතකොට මේ Zoom application එක develop කරපු කට්ටිය programming language එකකින් mute එක click කරාම මේක mute වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා already instruction එක දීලා තියෙනවා. Is it clear? ඒ හින්දා තමයි මං ඒක click කරාම ටක් ගාලා ඒක mute වෙන්නේ. Is it clear, Puta? That means now for example, we can take Zoom application as an example. Now assume that I wanted to mute the Zoom application just to talk to someone in the phone. Then what I can do is I can easily click on the mute button. Then it will be muted, isn't it? Then what has been done is, Puta, already whoever has coded this software, okay, whoever have programmed this Zoom software have given an instruction to that particular button that where the user, once after the user clicked on that particular mute button, it has to be muted. ඒ වගේ කවුරු හරි instruction එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා. Understood පුතා? ඒ හින්දා තමයි ඒක මොනවද වෙන්නේ? මං click කරාම ඒක mute වෙන්නේ. දැන් මං show new මං ඔයාලට එක්ක මගේ ස්ක්‍රීන් එක ෂෙයා කරන්න ඕනේ නම් මම මොනවද කරන්නේ? suddenly එතන බටන් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක automatically click කරාම it will shared with you. It will get shared, isn't it? එතකොට මේ වගේ හැම බටන් එකකටම program එකක් කරලා තියෙනවා. මේක click කරාම මේක වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේක කරාම මේක වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේ instruction එකක් programming language තුලින් දීලා තියෙනවා. Understood? So then programming concept එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ පුතා මොනාරි programming language තුලින් okay instruction එකක් දෙනවා computer එකට. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ instruction එක මොනවද කරන්නේ? computer users ලටත් ඒ වගේම hardware එකටත් instruct වෙලා එයාලට ඕන output එක දෙන එක තමයි users ලට දෙන output එක හරියට දෙන එක තමයි මේ programming concept කියන එක. Is it clear? வெள்ளங்கீச்சா உங்களுக்கு programming concept என்னன்னு சொன்னி? So அது வந்து இன்புட்ஸ் எடுத்து ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணி அவுட்புட்டை தரும். ஓகே, ஸோ அவங்க அது என்ன செய்யும்? பொதுவாக நாங்கள் இந்த இது அமைக்கணும்னு இது நடக்கணும், இது அமைக்கணும்னு இது நடக்கணும்னு இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் இருக்கும். அப்போ என்னைய சாட்டிஸ்ஃபைட் பண்றதுக்காக வேண்டி எல்லா விதமான ஓகே நீங்க வாட்ஸ்அப்ல வாய்ஸ் ரெக்கார்ட் ஒன்று அனுப்பணும்னு சொன்னா அந்த வாய்ஸ் ரெக்கார்ட் கிளிக் பண்ணினோடனே வாய்ஸ் ரெக்கார்ட் ஆகணும், அது விட்டதுக்கு போற அது போகணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அது உள்ளுக்கு ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ண பட்டிக்குது. ஆல்ரெடி ப்ரோக்ராமர் ஒருத்தர் அதை ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க. விளங்கிச்சா? ஏதோ ஒரு லாங்குவேஜால. சோ அந்த லாங்குவேஜால அவங்க ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணிக்கிறனால அது அப்படி நடக்குது. விளங்கிச்சா? அப்ப அந்த மாதிரி இப்ப நீங்க ஒரு பிக்மில வந்து ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு ஆர்டர் ஒன்று பண்றீங்கன்னு வைப்போமே. சோ அந்த ஆர்டர் வந்து இது கிளிக் பண்ணினோடனே இப்படி ஆர்டர் ஆகணும். அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணப்பட்டு வச்சுக்குது. ஆல்ரெடி எல்லாமே செய்யப்பட்டு வச்சுக்குது. அதனால வந்து அது அந்த மாதிரி ஒர்க் ஆகும். ஓகே, ஐ ஹோப் யூ காட் த ஐடியா. And now look at this picture. So this is something like Puta. Now as take this as an example. All these are inputs. Now මං මගේ මවුස් එකේ ක්ලික් එකක් කරනවා කියලා කියමුකෝ. මොනාරි දෙයක් ඩබල් ක්ලික් කරලා ඕපන් කරන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් නිකන් හිතන්න ඔයාගේ ෆෝන් එකේ තියෙන කැමරා තියෙනවනේ. ඒ කැමරා එකෙන් ඔයා ෆොටෝ එකක් ගන්නවා කියලා. එතකොට කැමරා එකෙන් ඔයා ක්ලික් කරලා ඒ යවන එක තමයි ඉන්පුට් එක. හරිද? එතකොට ඇතුළේදී මොනවද වෙන්නේ? ඔයාගේ CPU ටක් ගාලා එයා process එක කරනවා මේකෙන් ෆොටෝ එකක් මෙයාගේ ගන්න ඕනේ කියලා. Okay. After that it will show you the output in the gallery. Okay, so same as that, whatever the input that you are giving into the computer will be processed and then it will come as a output, really an useful output එකක් විදිහට එනවා. එතකොට ඔයා programming language එකේ කරලා මොනාරි useful process එකක් වෙලා තමයි ඒක output එකක් විදිහට එන්නේ අපිට. දැන් මේ Zoom කියන application එක, it is really an useful application, right? So this application has been coded, not if not programmed, and then it has been given as an input to the computer, and once after the process is done we have really a working conditioned Zoom application which is the output. Okay, එතකොට ඔයාගේ computer එකේ ඔයා වැඩ කරන මොන වුණත් දැන් මම ඔයාලත් එක්ක කතා කරනවානේ. ஓகே, நான் வந்து உங்களோட பேசுறேன். இப்ப நான் பேசுறது வந்து ஒரு இன்புட். ஏன்னா நான் இந்த மைக் மூலமா நான் கதைக்கிறது வந்து ஒரு உள்ளீடா போகும், ஒரு இன்புட்டா வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டருக்கு போகும். கம்ப்யூட்டர் அதை என்ன செய்யும்டா, அதை எடுத்து இவங்க வந்து ஒரு இன்புட் ஒன்று தராங்க, இப்ப இதை வந்து அவுட்புட்டா நான் கொடுக்கணும், யாருக்கு கொடுக்கணும், உங்களுக்கு தரணும். ஸோ நீங்க வந்து உங்களோட ஸ்பீக்கர் மூலமா நான் பேசுறது கேக்குறீங்க. ஸோ தட் இஸ் தி அவுட்புட். ஸோ யுவர் கம்ப்யூட்டர் இஸ் சம்திங் லைக் தட். ஓகே, ஸோ இட் வில் டேக் ஆல் த இன்புட்ஸ் and then it will do the process and give you the output. Now assume that you are chatting with your friend, then what you will be doing is you will type things, isn't it? So what is typing is what? It is an input neda. එතකොට ඔයා type කරන හැම දෙයක්ම ඔයාගේ phone ගන්නවා, අරන් ඒක process එකක් මොනවද කරන්න ඕනේ, කාටද යවන්න ඕනේ, ඒ දේ ඔක්කොම මෙයා තමයි decide කරන්නේ process එකේ. එතකොට process එක කරලා ඊට පස්සේ යවනවා මොනවද, output එක යවනවා to the person who you wanted to send the message, isn't it? So මේ වගේ තමයි computer වැඩ කරන්නේ. Now let's see what are the languages and compiler means what කියන එක අපි මම මේක explain කරන්නම්. දැන් පුතා අපි computer language එක ගත්තොත් ඒකෙදි තුනක් තියෙනවා. There are three main type computer languages are available. One is machine language, and then there is something called assembly language, and then high level language. Then මේ machine language කියන්නේ පුතා, it was there in early days. Okay, முந்தி காலத்துல அப்படின்னா பிகினிங்ல கம்ப்யூட்டர் எல்லாம் கண்டுபிடிச்சப்பட்ட அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பிகினிங்ல வந்து என்னன்னு சொன்னா மெஷின் லாங்குவேஜ் ன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு விஷயம் இருந்துச்சு. So this machine language is something which will have only ones and zeros. Okay, only binary values, because since I told you the computer will only understand binary values. Okay, I will explain that as well. Binary කියන්නේ මොනවද කියලා මම ඔයාලට explain කරනවා, so don't worry. நான் உங்களுக்கு explain பண்ணுவேன் binary ன்னு சொன்னா என்னன்னு சொல்லி. so நீங்க worry பண்ண வேணாம். அப்ப மெஷின் லாங்குவேஜ்னு சொன்னா அந்த மாதிரி 1 0 1 0 1 0 அப்படித்தான் நிற்கும் மெஷின் லாங்குவேஜ். ஓகே, அப்ப அது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம் தானே எங்களுக்கு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் விளங்கி கொள்றதுக்கோ இல்லாட்டி ஞாபகம் வச்சு கொள்றதுக்கோ. இப்ப நான் சும்மா சொல்றேனே, எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஒரு கோட் ஒன்று பண்ணணும், அந்த கோட்ல வந்து ஒரு பட்டன் ஒண்டிக்கும், அந்த பட்டனை கிளிக் பண்ணினோன்னு என்ன நடக்கணும்னு சொன்னா பிரிண்ட் அவுட் வரணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நான் ஒரு ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷனை செஞ்சுக்கிறேன்னு நீங்க நினைங்க. ஓகே, ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் சிஸ்டம் உண்டு, அதுல வந்து ஸ்டூடெண்ட்க்கு வந்து ஒரு ரெசிப்ட் ஒன்று மாதிரி அந்த பட்டனை கிளிக் பண்ணினோனே பிரிண்ட் ஆகணும். சோ இந்த பிரிண்டிங்கான அந்த கோடை வந்து மெஷின் லாங்குவேஜ்ல ஒன்ஸ் அண்ட் ஜீரோல எனக்கு ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கொள்ள கஷ்டம், கோட் பண்றதுண்டாலுமே கஷ்டமான விஷயம். ஏண்டா ஹியூமன் எங்களுக்கு வந்து நம்பர்ஸ் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிறது கஷ்டம், isn't it? So for as we are humans puta, it is really hard for us to remember the numbers. Okay, that's why we have names and all in order to like contact people, right? Because it is really hard for human to memorize numbers. Okay, එතකොට නම්බර් එකක් අපිට මෙමරයිස් කරගන්න අමාරු ඉඳ තමයි පුතා දැන් අපි වචනින් එහෙම කතා කරන්නේ නේද? එතකොට මැෂින් ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ ones and zeros ඉඳ අපිට ඒක මතක තියාගන්න අමාරුයි. ඒ හින්දා තමයි assembly language කියලා තව එකක් හඳුන්වා දුන්නේ. එතකොට මේ assembly language කියන්නේත් ඒ වගේම machine language වගේම එකක් තමයි, but it's bit like human language එකක් ටිකක් ඒකත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා ටිකක් විතර human language එක ඒ කියන්නේ high level language එකක් තියෙනවා ඒකෙදි. ඒ කියන්නේ humans ට ටිකක් විතර understand කරන්න පුළුවන්. But it is also really hard. Only like legends only can understand that language as well. Okay, එතකොට ඒ කියන්නේ කලින් හිටපර like particular people only can understand that language. Okay, ஒரு குறிப்பிட்ட ஆக்களுக்கு மட்டும் தான் அந்த லாங்குவேஜுமே விளங்கிச்சு. அப்ப it is now, see, everyone can understand programming languages, right? To learn a programming language can learn, like there are many languages: Pascal, Python, Java, PHP, C sharp, C program, C++. Likewise, there are many programming languages available, right? So high level languages are something like that. Okay, so what a high level language කියලා කියන්නේ දෙන් තියෙන languages ටික. හරිද? එතකොට high level language කියලා කියන්නේ it is really easy for human to understand, as well as it can be compiled as a machine language. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා type කරන language machine language high level language එක තියෙනවනේ. දැන් හිතන්නකෝ ඔයා Python එකේ code එකක් කරනවා කියලා, මොන හරි output එකක් එන්න ඕනේ කියලා ඔයා code එකක් කරනවා කියලා හිතමු. ඒ code එක මොනවද වෙන්නේ නම් පුතා, ඔයාගේ computer එකේ ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා compiler කියලා දෙයක්. හරිද? compiler ன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு விஷயம் உண்டு. There is something called compiler inside your computer. So what this compiler will do is puta, it will compile the high level language into machine language. එයි machine language මං කියවනේ කලින් computer zeros and ones විතරක් තමයි understand කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා මං කියවනේ, isn't it? I told you that at the beginning itself. Your computer can understand only ones and zeros. It won't understand hi, or it couldn't understand hello, how are you computer. If I try to talk to it like that, it won't understand. Even it couldn't understand any of these languages. It couldn't understand any letters. It can understand only ones and zeros. Okay, so ones and zeros විතරක් තමයි මෙයාට understand කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාගේ computer අර phone ගේ ඔයාගේ හැම අර computer related devices හැම එකටම ඒක විතරක් තමයි understand කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට පුතා මේ high level language එක මොනවාද වෙන්නේ? දැන් මං මෙතන click එකක් කරා කියලා හිතමු. Okay, දැන් මං ඔයාලත් එක්ක මෙහෙම කතා කරගෙන ඉන්නකොට මං මගේ mouse එකේ click එකක් කරා කියලා හිතමු. එතකොට ඒක මොනවාද? ඒක input එකක් විදියට ඔයාගේ computer එකේ ඇතුළට යනවා. Okay, නැත්තම් මං මෙතන mute කියන එක click කරා කියලා කියමුකෝ. එතකොට ඒක high level language එකේ කවුරු හරි එක්කෙනෙක් code කරලා තියෙනවා programming language එකකින්. එක්කෝ ඒක C# වෙන්න පුළුවන්, Python වෙන්න පුළුවන්, නැත්නම් ADA වෙන්න පුළුවන්, Pascal වෙන්න පුළුවන්, මොන හරි language එකකින් මේක develop කරලා තියෙනවනේ මේ Zoom application එක. එතකොට ඒ high level language එක computer දන්නේ නැහනේ. එතකොට ටක් ගාලා මොනවද වෙන්නේ? within milliseconds පුතා ඔයාගේ computer එකේ ඇතුලේ compiler කියන එක compile කරනවා. ටක් ගාලා compile කරලා machine language එකක් විදියට ඒක translate කරලා machine එකට දෙනවා. එතකොට machine බලනවා මෙයා mute කරන්න කියනවා කියලා. ටක් ගාලා within milli දින්න சொன்ன என்னன்னு சொன்னா පුතා, இப்ப நான் என் ஜூம்ல வந்து இங்க மியூட்னு சொல்லிக்கிற இந்த பட்டனை கிளிக் பண்ணணும். ஓகே, எனக்கு மியூட் பண்ண வேணும். ஓகே, இல்லாட்டி என் ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ண வேணும்னு நினைங்க. ஓகே, அப்ப நான் என்ன செய்றேன், என் கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல இந்த மியூட்னு சொல்றது சரி, இல்லாட்டி ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர்னு சொல்றது வந்து நான் கிளிக் பண்றேன். அப்ப அது உள்ளிட போகும் தானே. அப்ப அது ஆல்ரெடி கோட் பண்ணப்பட்டிருக்கிறது எதால, ஏதோ ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜால, ஜாவா வைக்கலாம், சி ஷார்ப் வைக்கலாம், பெஸ்கல் வைக்கலாம், ஏதோ ஒரு லாங்குவேஜால தான் இந்த ஜூம் அப்ளிகேஷன் வந்து கோட் பண்ணப்பட்டிருக்குது. அப்ப அந்த லாங்குவேஜ் வந்து எப்படியும் கம்ப்யூட்டருக்கு விளங்காது தானே. அப்ப அந்த உள்ளீட வந்து டக்குன்னு ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்ற அந்த ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜ் மூலமா, ஹை லெவல் லாங்குவேஜ் மூலமா போற அந்த கமாண்ட் வந்து இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் வந்து உள்ளுக்கு போகும். வைத்தோன்னே வித்தின் மில்லி செகண்ட், சரியா, அந்த மில்லி செகண்ட்குள்ள என்ன நடக்கும்னு சொன்னா உள்ளுக்கு வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டருக்குள்ள கம்பைலர் சொல்லி உண்டிக்கும். சரி, அப்ப அந்த கம்பைலர் டக்குன்னு கம்பைல் பண்ணி ஒன்ஸ் அண்ட் ஜீரோக்கு மாத்தி கொடுக்கும். அப்ப ஒன்ஸ் அண்ட் ஜீரோக்கு போய்த்தோன்னே தானே கம்ப்யூட்டர் விளங்கும். எனக்கு வந்து இவங்க ஸ்கிரீனை ஷேர் பண்ண சொல்றாங்க, இல்லாட்டி எனக்கு இவங்க மியூட் பண்ண சொல்றாங்க, இல்லாட்டி இவங்க வீடியோ போஸ்ட் பண்ணி வைக்க சொல்றாங்க, இல்லாட்டி இவங்க ஃபோல்டரை வந்து ஓபன் பண்ண சொல்றாங்க. அப்ப பாருங்க உங்களோட கம்ப்யூட்டர் எவ்வளவு ஃபாஸ்டா ஒர்க் ஆகுதுன்னு சொல்லி, ஏன்னா மில்லி செகண்ட்குள்ள அவ்வளவு ஃபாஸ்டா ஒர்க் ஆகுது. அப்ப அது டக்குன்னு அந்த நீட செஞ்சதுக்கு போறோம் எங்களுக்கு டக்குன்னு அவுட்புட்டை தரும். மியூட் ஆகும், இல்லாட்டி ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் ஆகும், இல்லாட்டி அந்த நீங்க கொண்டு பாத்துப்பீங்க லோடாவிக்கும். அது ஏன்னு சொன்னா அந்த கம்பைல் ஆகி அந்த மெஷின் லாங்குவேஜ்க்கு டிரான்ஸ்லேட் ஆகி அது வாரத்துக்கு தான் அது அப்படி ஆகும். ஓகே, now you might have seen this Putha. Sometimes when you are starting a game or something, it loads, isn't it? You know why it is loading? Because it has to do this huge work, Niputha. Inside the computer, a huge process is being done. So within like milliseconds, binary values are passing, million trillions of binary values are passing. So it has to take all the inputs and it has to give you a good it has to give you a really an understandable output, right? So then it is, so in order to do that output, in order to give you that output only, it is taking that small time loading time තේරුණාද? එතකොට ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එකේ ඇතුලේ පුතා ලොකු දෙයක් තමයි වෙන්නේ. okay, billion trillions of binary values are getting into your computer. ඔයා එක ක්ලික් එකක් කරාම ඒකටම කියලා binary value එකක් යනවා. ඔයා මොනාරි ABC කියන මේ keyboard එකේ මොනාරි key එකක් press කරාම it will pass a really a binary value into the computer. එතකොට ඔයා හිතන්න ඔයා letter එකක් හරි නැත්නම් ඔයාගේ chat එකේ මොනාරි message එකක් type කරනවා කියලා. So you are fastly like you will be typing it fastly, right? So එතකොට ඔයා ටග්ගලේක type කරනකොට කොච්චරනම් binary values එතන pass වෙනවා කියලා හිතා ගන්න. නේද? එතකොට මම ඔයාලට binary කියන්නේ මොනවද කියලා ඔයාලට කියලා දෙන්නම්. එතකොට ඔයාලට understand කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මේ picture එකේ බලා ගන්න. මේකේ තියෙනවා laptop එකක් තියෙනවා, mobile phone එකක් තියෙනවා, ඒ වගේම microwave oven එකක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට අපි computer එකක් කියලා බැලුවාම පුතා laptop එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ it has this programming softwares and everything, so it is a computer. And also your phone also have plenty of applications. නේද? ඔයාගේ computer එකේ application softwares තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම ඔයාගේ ෆෝන් එකත් ඇප්ලිකේෂන්ස් තියෙනවා. එතකොට අපි මේ මයික්‍රෝවේව් oven එකත් මෙතන එක්සැම්පල් එකක් විදිහට බලන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ පුතා මයික්‍රෝවේව් oven එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ ඔයාලගේ ගෙදරදී එහෙම තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාලට දන්නා වෙන්නේ නැති අර පොඩි බටන් එකක් වගේ එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක ක්ලික් කරාම within like මේ seconds මේක cook වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේ ඔයාලට timing එහෙම set කරන්න පුළුවන්. If not we can take auto washing machine as an example. ඒකෙත් buttons තියෙනවා. ඔයා මොනාරි button එකක් ක්ලික් කරාම automatically ඒක කරලා මේ වෙලාව දැන් අපි time එකක් දෙනවා. මේ time එකේ මේ දේවල් වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා automatically ඒක වෙනවා. We are not standing by the nearby the washing machine and we are not doing all the stuffs, right? කලින් නම් එහෙම තමයි අපි ඒක turn කරන්න ඕනේ, වතුර දාන්න ඕනේ, ඔක්කොම අපිමනේ කරන්න ඕනේ. But nowadays it's not like that, isn't it? Automatically හැම දෙයක්ම ඇතුළේම වෙනවා. එතකොට පුතා ඒකෙන් උනත් පොඩි program එකක් කරලා තියෙනවා. මේක click කරාම මේ දේවල් වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේක click කරාම මේක වෙන්න ඕනේ. අර climate changing AC ඔයාලා අහලා තියෙනවද බලලා තියෙනවද දන්න? What will happen is in climate change AC and all පුතා ඒ climate එකේ අනුව ඒ AC අර මේ temperature එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. එතකොට ඒකෙත් ඒ වගේ පොඩි program එකක් කරලා attach කරලා තියෙනවා. තේරුණාද? එතකොට ඒක click කරාම ඒක ඒ විදිහට වෙනවා. So මේ වගේ පුතා අපි දැන් ලෝවේ දැන් මේ advanced මේ world එකේ okay everything all the technology has been grown really fast and then also everything has been like it is relies on what technology, everything relies on technology නේද? අපි දැන් watch එකක් ගත්තොත් දැන් කලින් නම් අපි මොනවද බලන්නේ? අපි අර watch එක තියෙනවා ඒකේදී අර මොනවද තියෙන්නේ අර 1 2 3 කියලා වටේට තියෙනවා එහෙම තමයි තිබ්බේ. Now it is not like that නේද? Now it is like touch එකක් වගේ. Once after you touch that it will show you the heartbeat and everything will be showed, isn't it? So මේ වගේ හැම දෙයක්ම දැන් advanced වෙලා. So inside that watch also, inside that wristwatch also there is a program. Okay, a programmer has programmed something. තේරුණාද? එතකොට programmer කෙනෙකුට ඕන දෙයක් කරන්න පුළුවන්. They can change, like they can make the world turn into them. உங்களுக்கு விளங்கிச்சா? உலகத்தையே வந்து உங்களை திரும்பி பார்க்க வச்ச எழுமான உண்டு தான் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமிங் சொன்னது. Okay, so now for example I'll tell you few examples. Now take Mark Zuckerberg and then Bill Gates, okay, Steve Jobs. මේ වගේ ඔයාලා මේ වගේ අර ලෝවේ ඉන්න ලොකු කට්ටියගෙන බැලුවොත් එයාලා ඔක්කොම programmersලා. Okay, so now they are not doctors or engineers or whatever, but they are programmers. Okay, so now see they are like millionaires, they are earning a lot, they have like popularity, they are like celebrities, isn't it? So all these people are programmers. Okay, so programming කියන්නේ ඒ වගේ දෙයක්. හරිද? programming කියන්නේ ඔයාට මොන වුණත් කරන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක් තමයි programming කියන එක. හරි? Okay, now let's get into the next slide. Okay, binary කියන්නේ මොනවද කියන එක තමයි මම මෙතන ඔයාලට explanation කරන්නේ. ඒකට binary කියන්නේ පුතා as I told you it is ones and zero. சரியா? 1 ஒன்றும் ஜீரோக்கும் தான் நாங்க சொல்லுவோம் பைனரின்னு சொல்லி. இப்ப நாங்க எங்களோட லாங்குவேஜ் எடுத்தோம்னா அப்படின்னு எல்லாம் அப்படி எல்லாம் லெட்டர்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்குதுன்னா ABCD அந்த மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு லெட்டர்ஸ் இருக்குது அந்த மாதிரி இருக்குது எங்களோட லாங்குவேஜஸ் எடுத்தோம்னா. பட் கம்ப்யூட்டர் லாங்குவேஜ் அப்படி இல்லை. பாருங்க கம்ப்யூட்டருக்கு விளங்கக்கூடிய ஒரே ஒரு லாங்குவேஜ் என்ன? 1 illanda 0. Okay, now Putha, now if you take us as an example, as human as an example, we can like our language have this A B C D, likewise we have letters and we have 0 to 9 numbers, likewise there are several things, right? නේද අපිට නම් අපි කතා කරන language එකේ A to Z ඒ වගේ අර language එකේ letters එහෙම තියෙනවා. ඒත් පුතා බලන්න ඔයාගේ computer එකට understand කරන්න පුළුවන් එකම දෙයක් තමයි මේ 0 කියන එකත් 1 කියන එක විතරයි. Okay, යාට ඒ දේ විතරයි යාට understand කරන්න පුළුවන්. It couldn't understand A B C D or whatever, okay, whatever you are typing, it won't understand. Okay, it will only understand 1 and 0. එතකොට 0 කියන්නේ පුතා ඔයා දැන් මෙතන අර පික්චර් එකේ තියෙනා වගේ ස්විච් ඔෆ් වුණාට පස්සේ දැන් නිකන් හිතන්න බල්බ් එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා ඒක ස්විච් ඔෆ් වුණාට පස්සේ ඔෆ් නේද? එතකොට 1 කියලා කියන්නේ ස්විච් ඔන් වගේ. එතකොට on off ඒ වගේ එකක්. හරිද? එතකොට 0 කියන්නේ off වගේ, 1 කියන්නේ switch on වගේ. එතකොට දැන් 0 0 1 1 1 කියලා එහෙම තියෙනවා කියලා හිතමුකෝ. off 1 switch on ඒ වගේ තමයි මේක වැඩ කරන්නේ. understood? එතකොට ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එකේ තුලින් ඒ වගේ දෙයක් තමයි වෙන්නේ. okay, உங்களோட கம்ப்யூட்டர் குள்ள என்ன மாதிரி விஷயமும் நடக்கும்டா, off on அந்த மாதிரியான ஒன்று தான் உள்ளுக்கு வந்து வேலை செய்யுது. ஓகே, எங்களுக்கு அது விளங்காத்துக்கு உங்களோட கம்ப்யூட்டர் குள்ள அந்த மாதிரியான ஒரு பைனரி லாங்குவேஜ்ன்றது வந்து அதுதான். ஓகே, switch on switch off அந்த மாதிரி, on off அந்த மாதிரியான ஒன்று தான் உள்ளுக்கு வந்து ஒர்க் ஆகும். அப்ப நான் இப்ப உங்களுக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணி கொண்டிருக்கிறதுனாலுமே எல்லாமே வந்து இந்த பைனரி மூலமா தான் ஒர்க் ஆகுது. on off அந்த மாதிரி. ஓகே, சோ இந்த what is binary කියලා මම මෙතන ටයිප් කරලා තියෙනව නේද? ඒකත් බයිනරි තුලින් තමයි මෙතන වෙట్లా තියෙන්නේ. ඕකේ, අපිට එතන පේන්නේ නැහැ. ඕකේ, එතකොට එතන තියනවා වෙන්නේ නැති 1 1 0 0 මේ වගේ මොනාරි බයිනරි වැලියු එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ඕකේ, so everything, even it could be a picture, even it could be a video, what it is created with binaries. Understood? Binaries කියන එක තමයි main දෙයක් computer එකක් ගත්තදී. Okay, so binary කියලා කියන්නේ පුතා binary digit කියන එක තමයි main එක. හරිද? එතකොට binary digit කියන එක තමයි mainly definition එක. එතකොට මෙතන බලන්න මේ binary digit එකේ bit එතකොට මේ bit කියලා කියන්නේ ඔයාලා අහලා තියෙනවා වෙන්න. You might have heard this if you have learned IT and all. then අපි data card buy කරනව නේද? ඔයාගේ phone එකට එහෙම දාන්න. You might be buying this data cards and all. for one, the beginning of that is පුතා bit. Okay, so 8 bit එකක් 1 byte එකක් කියලා කියනවා. එතකොට 124 kbs are 1 MB කියලා කියනවා. 124 MBs are okay, விளங்கிச்சா உங்களுக்கு? அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அதே மாதிரி நாங்க டேட்டா கம்ப்யூட்டர் ரிலேட்டடான என்னத்தை நாங்க மெஷர் பண்றேன்டாலுமே வந்து அதுக்கு நாங்க இந்த மெஷர்மெண்ட் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். ஜிபி, கேபி, எம்பி, பிட், பைனரி அந்த மாதிரி தான் நாங்க யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். சரியா? அப்ப நீங்க இப்ப இங்க நீ பாக்குற அந்த பிட்ன்னு சொல்றது வந்து அது ஒன்றில் 0 வைக்கலாம், அப்படி இல்லாட்டி 1 வைக்கலாம். அதுக்கு தான் நாங்க பிட்ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். விளங்கிச்சா? so if we take binary, okay, byte එකක් අපි ගත්තොත් byte, sorry, okay, byte එකක් කියලා අපි ගත්තොත් දැන් bit එකට පස්සේ තියෙන්නේ byte කියන එක. දැන් අපි gram, kilogram එහෙම කියනව නේද? ඒ වගේ අර gram කියන එක පොඩිම measurement එකනේ. එතකොට kilogram එක එකට වඩා වැඩිනේ. ඒ වගේ bit කියන එක තමයි පොඩිම එක. එතකොට එක්කෝ 0 වෙන්න පුළුවන්, එහෙමත් නැත්නම් 1 වෙන්න පුළුවන්. bit එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ එක value එකක්. ඒත් byte කියලා කියන්නේ 8 digits. ඒ කියන්නේ 8 bits එකතු වෙලා එන එකකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ byte එකක් කියලා. තේරෙනවද? එතකොට මං A කියන key එක type කරා කියලා කියමුකෝ මගේ keyboard එකේ. එතකොට ඔයාගේ computer එකට මොනවාද මේ transfer වෙන්නේ කියලා කිව්වොත් a binary value එකක්. මේ විදිහට 8 bit තියෙන value එකක් තමයි යන්නේ. එතකොට මං මගේ computer එකේ hi my name is Shafia එහෙම කියලා ලොකු letter එකක් type කරනවා නම් කොච්චරනම් bytes ඇතුළට යනවා වෙන්නේ ති නේද? trillions of bytes are getting into the computer as an input නේද? එතකොට 8 bit 8 bit 8 bit කියලා කොච්චර මං එක letters වලට දැන් ඔයාලා message type කරනකොටත් එහෙම තමයි. so plenty of bytes are getting into the computer as an input නේද? එතකොට දැන් ඔයා මේක එච්චර ඔයාලට ඕනේ නැහැ. ඔයා දැනගත්තා නම් හරි binary කියන්නේ මොනවද කියන එක, because you have to have that idea. This is not needed to learn binary, the programming and all. Okay, so you are not going to learn any of this. I will be teaching you Java and C#, and if possible we learn some other languages as well. Okay, PHP if need. but mainly I'll be focusing in Java, because Java is it is really a popular language, okay, and also it is really useful when it comes to application developing and all. එතකොට ඔයාලා real time Java code එක programming code එක ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. දැන් ඔයා English Tamil එහෙම ඉගෙන ගන්නවා වගේ நீங்க வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு language படிக்கிற மாதிரியே தான் நீங்க ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டருக்கான language படிக்க போறீங்க. விளங்கிச்சா? இந்த கோர்ஸ்ல வந்து நீங்க ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டர் language வந்து படிப்பீங்க. அது வந்து ஒன்றில் ஜாவா வைக்கலாம், சி ஷார்ப் வைக்கலாம், பிஹெச்பி வைக்கலாம், ஏதோ ஒரு லாங்குவேஜ் வந்து நாங்களும் படிச்சு தரேன். ஒன்று இல்லை, நாங்கள் டைம் ஈக்கிற மாதிரிக்கு நாங்கள் அதை படிப்போம். ஓகே, ஒவ்வொரு லாங்குவேஜ் வந்து நாங்கள் படிப்போம். ஓகே, அதுக்கு முன்னுக்கு இன்னும் நிறைய விஷயங்கள் படிக்கிறது. எவ்ரிதிங் யூ வில் பி லேர்னிங். ஓகே, ஸோ ஐ வில் பி டீச்சிங் தீஸ் லாங்குவேஜஸ். ஓகே, ஐ வில் பி டீச்சிங் ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜ் ஃபார் யூ கைஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ யூ வில் பி லேர்னிங் a real time programming language, and then after at the end of this course you can develop a gaming application by yourself. Okay, and also you can develop a student management system, or you can develop whatever the management system or LMS or an application or software or whatever you want. Okay, so I want, like, it depends, Putha. Now you might be you might asking me questions like Python, Pascal මේවා ගිගන්නන්නේ නැද්ද කියලා. But now Java කියන එක it is really a popular language එකක්. Python is like outdated එකක්. හරිද? ඒක එච්චර දැන් use කරන්නේ නැති එකක් ඒක. ඒ හින්දා අපි Python මං උගන්වන්නේ මේකෙදි. මං latest එක තමයි. දැන් ඔයා industry එකකට ගියාම, ඔයා ගාව interview එකකට ගියාම ඔයාලා දැන් උනත් මට උනත් පුතා දැන් Java එකේදී මට interview එකක් තිබ්බා. ඒකෙදි salary එක වඩ දන්නවද? Okay, interview එකක් දැන් මං select වෙලා තියෙනවා. It is the salary of that is like 1,50,000 more than that, 2 lakhs ඒ වගේ තමයි දැනට යන්නේ. Okay, so ඒ වගේ ඔයාලට හොඳ salary එකකට වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන්. Java කියන්නේ මාර language එකක් එක. It is really a popular language, so that is why I'll be teaching that. Outdated languages මම උගන්වන්නේ. මම ඔයාලට popular languages තමයි උගන්වන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් currently use එකේ තියෙන වගේ languages, and you will be learning everything. Okay, at that time in the future classes, okay, we will be learning one by one. We'll see time තියෙනවා වගේ මම ඔයාලට උගන්වනවා. And then okay, අපි මේ presentation එක වෙර කරමු. okay, දැන් මේකේ බලන්න. දැන් අපි මෙතන line එකේදී දැන් අපි code එකක් විදිහට කරලා තියෙනවා කියලා හිතමුකෝ. okay, දැන් මෙතන මම letter එකක් type කරලා තියෙනවා කියලා හිතමුකෝ. එතකොට මේ letter එකේ type කරලා තියෙන හැම එකක්ම computer එකට මොනවා වගේද පේන්නේ? මේ වගේ 001001 ඒ වගේ තමයි එයාට දෙන්නේ. Understood? It will understand the letter or whatever that I have typed. Now even the presentation, you can see it as just the pictures are there, the animations are there, text are there, likewise only you are looking at it, right? But computer won't look at that as that. Okay, because it will look at the presentation as just ones and zeros. விளங்கிச்சா? கம்ப்யூட்டர் வந்து 1010 மட்டும் தான் பார்க்கும் எல்லாத்தையுமே. அது வந்து ஒரு இமேஜ் ஆவோ, இல்லன்னு சொன்னா டைப் பண்ணிட டெக்ஸ்ட் ஆவோ, அப்படியெல்லாம் பார்க்காது. அது ஜஸ்ட் வந்து நாங்க என்ன செஞ்சாலுமே அதை வந்து 1s and 0 மட்டும் தான் பார்க்கும். என்னது உங்களோட கம்ப்யூட்டர். And then okay, so මේ වගේ තමයි ඔයගේ කම්පියුටර් එකට plenty of zeros and ones යනවා input එකක් විදියට ඔයා program කරලා යවනකොට. එතකොට මේ වගේ chat එකක් මේ වගේ තමයි පිටිපස්සේ තියෙන්නේ. and ඒක website එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, image එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, cmd එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, whatever it is, it all relies on ones and zeros. okay, but you can code it in high level language. okay, එතකොට අපි අර high level languages තමයි ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ. එතකොට අපි Java වගේ languages තමයි ඉගෙන ගන්නේ. so those are high level languages you also can understand, but at the same time the compiler will compile it into binary values, so then the computer also will understand. okay, එතකොට ඔයාලා gaming applications එහෙම අපිට හදන්න පුළුවන්. මම ඔයාලට ඒකත් කියලා දෙන්නම්. okay, පොඩි game එකක් වගේ game එකක් විදියට අපි එකක් හදමු. okay, okay, then මේ තියෙන්නේ මේක අපේ data අපි බලන එක මේක තමයි. ඒ computer බලන්නේ මේක මේ විදියටද? නෑ, එයා zeros and ones විදියට තමයි බලන්නේ. මම මේ ගොඩක් examples දාලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට you will understand, right? So you have to actually understand what is your computer කියන එක. okay, computer ගැන දැනගන්න නැතුව you can't just become a programmer. You have to understand it. okay එහෙම නේද now අපි කියනවනේ then yeah කවුරු හරි යාළු වෙලා හිටියොත් you have to understand about her then only you can be happy with her likewise isn't it so you have to understand your computer so then only you can become a programmer you know so you have to know what is actually being what is happening inside the computer නේද අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ computer එකේ ඇතුලේ මොනවද actually වෙන්නේ ඒ දේ ඔයා දැනගත්තොතින් තමයි පුතා ඔයාට real time programmer කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා කොහොමදත් programmer කෙනෙක් වෙනවා but you have to know about the computer තේරුණාද එතකොට ඔයා මෙහෙම කෝඩ් වෙන කරනකොට එතුලදී මේ වගේ එකක් වෙනවා ඒ හින්දා තමයි කම්පියුටර් මේ වගේ මේ දේවල් කරන්නේ අර මේ ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එක ඔයා දැනගන්න ඕනේ அப்ப கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல வந்து நீங்க பாக்குற விஷயம் அப்படியே வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர் பார்க்காது நீங்க பாக்குற விஷயத்தை வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர் எப்படி பார்க்கும்டா zeros and ones தான் பார்க்கும் and low level language high level language කියන්නේ පුතා දැන් මේ බලන්න මේ පැත්තේ තියෙන එක මේක low level language එක assembly language එකක් okay එතකොට low level language කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක සමහරට humans ලාට understand කරන්නත් අමාරුයි as I told you it is like combined high level language එකත් binary value දෙකම combine වෙලා තියෙන එකක් ඒ හින්දා ටිකක් අමාරුයි හරිද එතකොට humans ලාට ටිකක් අමාරුයි ඒක understand කරන්න ඒ වගේම problems එහෙම solve කරන්න ටිකක් අමාරු ඉඳ තමයි high level languages අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ මේ වගේ ඒක Pascal වෙන්න පුළුවන් PHP වෙන්න පුළුවන් Python වෙන්න පුළුවන් Java වෙන්න පුළුවන් මොන language උනත් අපි ඒව use කරන්නේ ඒ අපිට understand කරන්න easy අපිට solve කරන්න easy ඒ වගේ දේවල් ගොඩක් benefits ගොඩක් තියෙනවා ඒකෙදි හරිද ඒ වගේ දැන් මාලන්න මේකෙදී programming languages තියෙනවා මොන වගේ languages තියෙන්නේ කියලා low level language මම කලින් කිව්වා වගේ machine languages binary codes වලට තමයි low level language කියලා කියන්නේ medium level language both like it combined like low level languages තියෙනවා high level language දෙකම combine වෙලා තියෙන එකක් තමයි medium level language කියලා කියන්නේ ඒකේ තමයි assembly language C program C++ මේ වගේ languages තියෙන්නේ but it's bit hard but high level languages ගත්තොතින් ඒකෙදි Pascal Python Java PHP මේ වගේ ගොඩාක් languages තියෙනවා where the human can easily understand okay එතකොට මෙතන බලන්න high level language only human can understand the computer won't understand හරිද high level language computer understand කරන්න බෑ අපි Pascal එකේ බෑ ඒක එතකොට interpreter කියන කෙනා හරිද මෙයා මොනවද කරන්නේ එයාව high level language එක translate කරනවා into low level language low level language කියලා කියන්නේ binary codes වලට මම ඔයාලට කලින් කිව්වා වගේ zeros and ones වලට change මේක convert කරනවා එතකොට එයා මොනවද බලා මේකද මෙයා කරන්න ඕනේ මේක post කරන්න ඕනේද මේක share කරන්න ඕනේද මේක record කරන්න ඕනේද ඒ දේවල් ඔක්කොම මෙයාට translate කරලා දුන්නාට පස්සේ මෙයා ඒ දේ කරලා යවන output එකක් විදියට එතකොට ආයෙත් translate වෙලා interpreter මොනවද කරන්නේ අපිට output එක දෙනවා ඒ වගේ තමයි computer එක වැඩ කරන්නේ එතකොට අර interpreter compiler කියන එක computer එකේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන එකක් හරිද එතකොට මෙයාලා තමයි computer එකටත් අපිටත් තියෙන අර සම්බන්ධي මෙයා bridge එකක් වගේ it's like a bridge where it connects both the language, high level language and the low level language together okay so interpreter and the compiler are the bridges okay and then after that that's all in the presentation and then I have a small video to share with you guys so I'll just share it with you after that you can ask me questions okay ලියලා හරි නැත්නම් ඔයාලට තියෙන මොන questions උනත් අහන්න පුළුවන් before that I'll share you a video okay මට video එකක් ඔයාලට පෙන්නන්න ඕනේ ඒක බලමු අපි පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න உங்களுக்கு வீடியோ விளங்குதா எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஸ்கிரீன் விளங்குது தானே and also tell me whether you can hear the sound okay audio கேக்குதான்னு சொல்லுங்க okay audio வாலට එහෙනවද කියලා හරි මම ප්ලේ කරන්නම් ඔයාලට ඔඩියෝ ඇහෙනවද කියලා කියන්න. Yeah, everybody in this country should learn how to program a computer because it teaches you how to think. Steve Jobs. See, it's a quote. Okay.
I was 13 when I first got access to
Can you listen?
a computer.
ඇහෙනවද ඔයාලට ළමයි? බලංගදේන? Okay, well done. Okay, listen to it.
Computer.
My parents bought me a Macintosh in 1984 when I was 8 years old.
I was in 6th grade.
I learned to code in college.
Freshman year, first semester, intro to computer science.
I wrote a program to play tic-tac-toe.
I think it was pretty humble beginnings. I think the first program I wrote asked things like, what's your favorite color? Or how old are you?
I first learned how to make a green circle and a red square appear on the screen.
The first time I actually had something come up and say, hello world, and I made a computer do that. It was just astonishing.
Learning how to program didn't start off as wanting to learn all of computer science or trying to master this discipline or anything like that. It just started off because I wanted to do this one simple thing. I wanted to make something that was fun for myself and my sisters. And I wrote this little program and then basically just add a little bit to it. And then when I needed to learn something new, I looked it up either in a book or on the internet and then added a little bit to it.
It's really not unlike kind of playing an instrument or something, or playing a sport. It starts out being very intimidating, but you kind of get the hang of it over time.
Coding is something that can be learned, and I know it can be intimidating. A lot of things are intimidating, but what isn't?
A lot of the coding that people do is actually fairly simple. It's more about the process of breaking down problems than sort of coming up with complicated algorithms as people traditionally think about it.
You don't have to be a genius to know how to code. You need to be determined.
Addition, subtraction, that's about it.
You should probably know your multiplication tables.
You don't have to be a genius to code. Do you have to be a genius to read?
Even if you want to become a race car driver or play baseball, or build a house, all of these things have been turned upside down by software.
What it is, computers are everywhere. You want to work in agriculture? Do you want to work in entertainment? Do you want to work in manufacturing? It's just all over.
මේ ඔයාලා බලන හැම දෙයක්ම තියෙනවානේ මේ හැම එකක්ම ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් කරලා තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Okay, so whatever that you are looking right now, it has been programmed by someone. Okay, just have a look.
Here we are, 2013. We all depend on technology to communicate, to bank, information, and none of us know how to read and write code.
When I was in school, I was in this after-school group called the Whiz Kids. And when people found out, they laughed at me and, all these things. And I'm like, man, I don't care. I think it's cool. And, I'm learning a lot. And some of my friends have jobs.
Our policy is literally to hire as many talented engineers as we can find. The whole limit in the system is just that there just aren't enough people who are trained and have these skills today.
You know what they are
Fantastic chef.
because
Free
if you get
food.
into Facebook
Breakfast,
company or
lunch and dinner.
something like
Free
that,
laundry.
එතකොට ඔයාලට මේ වගේ ඉන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ there you have all the freedom. You can eat whatever you want. You can like music. You can do whatever. You can game things like you can play. මේ freedom එක තියෙනවා. Programming companies වල එහෙම තමයි. Virtusa කියන company ගැන අහලා තියෙනවද දන්නේ නැහැ. You might if you might have heard about it. then all put you have the freedom. Okay, you no need to sit and work all the time. අර සමහර companies තියෙනවනේ හැම වෙලේම අපි ඉඳගෙන වැඩ කරගෙනම ඉන්න ඕනේ නේද? ඒ වගේ තැනක් නෙවෙයි මේක. Okay, එතකොට programming කියන්නේ අර වැඩ කරන හැම වෙලේම ඉඳගෙන ඉන්න එකක් නේ. You have to sit and work right all the time. So for that they have made this like environment really cool where you can do coding also. Okay, you have to work at the same time you can spend time in this as well. Okay, hari
snacks, even places to play and video games and scooters. There's all these kind of interesting things around the office and places where people can play or relax or go to think or play music or be creative.
Whether you're trying to make a lot of money or whether you just want to change the world, computer programming is an incredibly empowering skill to learn.
I think if someone had told me that software is really about humanity, that it's really about helping people by using computer technology, it would have changed my outlook a lot earlier.
To be able to actually come up with an idea and then see it in your hands and then be able to press a button and have it be in millions of people's hands. I mean, I think we're the first generation in the world that's really ever had that kind of experience.
Just to think that, I mean, you can start something in your college dorm room and you can have a set of people who haven't built a big company before come together and build something that 1 billion people use as part of their daily lives is just crazy to think about, right? It's humbling and it's amazing.
The programmers of tomorrow are the wizards of the future. You know, you're going to look like you have magic powers compared to everybody else.
I think it's amazing. I think it's the closest thing we have to a superpower.
Great coders are today's rock stars. That's it.
Okay, so now you might have got the idea, isn't it? So programmer කෙනෙක් වුණාම මොනවාද කරන්න පුළුවන්? You can change the world as they are telling, isn't it? As I told you even at the beginning. So it's in your hand, okay? Because everything that you are using are coded. Everything is coded. As you can see, everything has been coded. That now the world is like depend on phone, right? So like you can access through the phone. You can access the world through the phone, isn't it? So everything is in your hand. So that is also because of the programming. So programmers like as they told, they are the future wizards. Like they can change the world. Okay, so ඔයාලටත් programmer කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාටත් world ඔයාගේ ලොව change කරන්න පුළුවන් නේද? You can change the world. Okay, so நீங்க வந்து ஒரு பிகினரா இந்த இல்ல எனக்கு தெரியா இதெல்லாம் படிக்க கஷ்டம் நான் வச்சுக்கொள்ள கஷ்டம் அதெல்லாம் நினைக்க வேண்டாம். ஏன்னா இது வந்து ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு விஷயம். ஓகே, ப்ரோக்ராமிங் சொல்றது வந்து வேர்ல்டை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரு விஷயம். Okay, உங்களுக்கு வேண்டியது செய்யலாம் அதுல. Okay, and I have personally have many experience in doing programming, codings and stuffs and all. Like it is really interesting for me. Okay, so because at the beginning I didn't had any idea. Mangara calling mage beginning eke mata as I told you, I didn't had a idea about the software, you know. But I'll still say I just wanted to become a software. When sir asked what is your ambition, I just tell that I wanted to become a software engineer. But still at that time I didn't know what is a software. එතකොට තමයි මං ඉගෙන ගත්ත start කරාට පස්සේ තමයි throughout the lectures as well as self learning I became what I am today. Okay, එතකොට ඔයාලටත් පුළුවන් future එකේ ඔයා මොනවද වෙන්න ඕනේ කියන එක ඔයාට making art තෝරගන්න පුළුවන්. Programming කියන්නේ it will definitely I will tell you it's gonna change your life. Okay, so it's like it has been already changed the world, so you also can become a part of it, right? So give it a chance, just give it a chance and see. Just try to program things and all, and also I will be giving you the fully support. Okay, මම ඔයාලට හැමදාම support කරනවා, teach කරනවා. එතකොට කොහොමද beginning එකේ ඉඳලා මුලින්ම අපි code කරන්න පටන් ගන්න කොහොමදත්. Okay, so there are several steps, there are several passes where you have to follow, where you have to design. Okay, designing pass කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ SDLC, system development life cycle කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට මේ life cycle එකේ තියෙන එකක් තමයි requirement gathering කියන එක. ඊට පස්සේ තියෙන එකක් තමයි designing කියන එක. ඊට පස්සේ තමයි development එක, program කරන එක. ඊට පස්සේ තියෙනවා maintenance කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ testing කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ maintenance කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. So මේ passes ටික තමයි අපි ඔයාලට මම ඔයාලට one by one මම ඔයාලට කියලා දෙනවා. So මුලින්ම අපි designing pass එක ඉවර කරලා ඊට පස්සේ coding programming coding එක මම ඔයාලට උගන්වන්නවා. Okay, so you will be learning the programming inshallah. So we'll see in the future classes, then I will be continuing from that only. So this is just the introduction class. So I have given my best to give you the introduction about programming. I hope you understand now. Now you might have got the idea. So now it is time for you guys to ask me questions. You can ask me, you can unmute your mic and ask me. If not, you can put the message in the chat box as well. Just ask me whatever the questions that you have. I'll try to clarify. Okay. Hari Buddha. Then අහන්න කොහාට තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න ඔක්කොම අහන්න. මම ඔයාලට explanation කරන්න බලන්න.
Madam.
Yes, Buddha. Tell me.
I need your help. நான் வந்து Google Earth Engine JavaScript based பண்ணி land surface temperature in Sri Lanka அந்த கோடிங் எழுதுறேன். அதுல வந்து average temperature காண்ற கடைசி பார்ட் வந்து கொஞ்சம் எரர் வருது. கொஞ்சம் நீங்க பார்த்து சொல்லுவீங்களா?
Okay, okay, Putha. அப்ப அது நீங்க already you have started coding னா அப்ப நீங்க அந்த கோட எஸ் அப்ப எனக்கு அந்த கோட தான் நீங்க அனுப்பணும். அப்புறம் எனக்கு எரரும் என்னன்னு சொல்லி நீங்க எனக்கு அனுப்பினீங்கன்னு சொன்னா எனக்கு அத பார்க்கலாம். ஓகே.
நான் என்னடா மேடம் நேபாள்ல வந்து ஒரு யூடியூப் சேனல்ல பார்த்தேன். நேபாள்ல கோடிங் எழுதியிருந்தா அத பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் எழுதுறேன். நான் அத டெவலப் பண்றேன். ஜாவாஸ்கிரிப்ட் வந்து நான் ஆல்ரெடி செய்யல. பைத்தன் மட்டும் தான் செய்தேன் நான். அப்ப அதால கொஞ்சம் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணல. நான் அந்த எரர் ஏன் வருதுன்னு தெரியல. கொஞ்சம் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி பார்த்துட்டேன்னு தெரியல மேடம்.
எனக்கு புத்தா நீங்க அந்த எரரை மட்டும் அனுப்பிடுமா? எரர் என்னன்னு அனுப்புங்க. அதுக்கு பிறகு பாக்குறேன் நான் அந்த எரர் இந்த லைன்ல அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பார்த்துட்டு அதுக்கு பிறகு நான் அதுக்கான சொல்யூஷன் உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன். ஓகே
மேடம் அந்த லிங்கே நான் ஷேர் பண்ணி வரேன். நீங்க அதுல ரன் பண்ணிக்க வரேன் மேம்.
ஓகே ஓகே ஷூர் புத்தா. நீங்க எனக்கு அது ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே வெல்கம். Programming, it's Putha, you cannot do it in your phone because you need to have a computer. Computer ke tamai coding usually karanne. Okay, so just but what we can do is I'm trying to give my best in all the languages. Okay, so if you couldn't understand at that time itself, you just remind me, okay, to tell it in Tamil. நீங்க நான் அந்த டைம்ல எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்க தமிழ்லயும் சொல்லி. ஆனா நான் எல்லா விஷயத்தையுமே வந்து 3 லாங்குவேஜஸ்லயுமே சொல்லுவேன். ஓகே, நான் சிங்களத்துல சொல்றது வந்து தமிழ்லயும் சொல்லுவேன். ஓகே, நான் தமிழ்ல சொல்லிப்பேன். ஆனா நான் சிங்களத்திலயும் அதே விஷயத்தை தான் சொல்லுவேன். ஓகே, ஸோ நான் 3 லாங்குவேஜஸ்லயும் எனக்கு மேக்ஸிமம் எவ்வளவு இயலுமோ அந்த அளவுக்கு நான் மேக்ஸிமம் 3 லாங்குவேஜஸ்லயுமே வந்து உங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணதான் பார்ப்பேன். ஓகே, அண்ட் வேற என்ன கொஸ்டின்ஸ்? வேற எதுவும் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் இருக்கா? So mainly you will be learning Java and then C# will be taught to you. And if you had time, we can get into PHP as well. Okay, PHP language naanga paapom inshallah. Nan Java la than main focus pannuven. Okay, so mainly we will be focusing on Java. Best. Okay, Hamdi is asking what is the best language. So put the best language is like all the languages are best. Okay, in my point of view everything are best, but it depends. Okay, it depends. Like some people now, for me, like I'm really into Java. Okay, so and PHP, yeah, I can't tell just one language. Okay, so it's like depend for like several, like PHP is the programming language where we will where we will use that language just mainly in web development part. Okay, and Java is something where we will be using mainly to develop applications like mobile application and all. Like it like depends, Buddha. So you have to just learn, and it depends for each people. It depends, like some people might like some languages, and then some people might அது வந்து depends தான். Okay, so நீங்க தான் அது டிசைட் பண்ணணும் எது வந்து பெஸ்ட்னு சொல்லி. பட் பெஸ்ட்னா எல்லாமே பெஸ்ட் தான். ஓகே, எல்லா லாங்குவேஜஸுமே பெஸ்ட் தான். பட் அது ஒவ்வொரு ஃபீல்ட்ஸுக்கும் ஒவ்வொன்று. ஓகே, மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷனுக்கு ஒன்றுன்னு சொன்னா அதே மாதிரி வெப் டெவலப்மெண்ட் வெப் பேக்எண்டுக்கு வந்து PHP மெயினா யூஸ் பண்றது. அந்த மாதிரி ஒவ்வொன்றுக்குமே ஒவ்வொரு சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ் டெவலப் பண்றதுக்குன்னு சொல்லி வேற லாங்குவேஜஸ் அப்படியே நிற்குது. ஓகே, ஸோ அது ஒவ்வொன்றுமே தெரிஞ்சிக்க வேண்டிய லாங்குவேஜஸ் தான். ஓகே, ஸோ மெயினா வந்து நான் உங்களுக்கு PHP, Java, C# இதுதான் படிச்சு தருவேன். Yes, I will be teaching from the beginning. Don't worry, நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல இருந்தே சொல்லி தருவேன் சஜி. Okay, so from zero. Okay, so from zero you will be learning. ஓகே டோன்ட் வரி ஜீரோல இருந்து தான் நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க. ஏன்னா எல்லாம் யாருமே தெரியாத ஒருத்தர் தான் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு வருவீங்க. உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமோ தெரியலையாண்டாலுமே நான் ஜீரோல இருந்து தான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணேன். ஜீரோல இருந்து தான் நீங்க அட்வான்ஸ்க்கு போவீங்க. ஸோ ஃப்ரம் த பிகினிங் ஃப்ரம் த பேசிக் யூ வில் பி லேர்னிங். ஓகே டோன்ட் வரி எல்லாமே பேசிக்ஸ்ல இருந்து சொல்லி தருவேன். எனி அதர் டவுட்ஸ் புத்தா? யாருக்கும் எதுவும் டவுட்ஸ் இருக்குதா? Ola in web designing, miss. I didn't get that. Gajin, what are you trying to tell, Putta?
மிஸ் வணக்கம் மிஸ். அது என்னன்னா ஓலா அந்த எல்லாம் வெப் டிசைனிங் குள்ளையா மிஸ் உள்ளடங்கும்?
இல்ல புத்தா வெப் டிசைனிங் உள்ள மட்டும் இல்ல. இப்ப வெப் டிசைனிங் தான் புத்தா அது ஒரு வேற செக்டர் சரியா. இப்ப ப்ரோக்ராமிங் வந்து மெயினா வந்து சாஃப்ட்வேர் டெவலப்பர்ஸும் தெரிஞ்சிக்க வேணும், வெப் டெவலப்பர்ஸும் தெரிஞ்சிக்க வேணும், அப்ளிகேஷன் டெவலப்பர்ஸும் தெரிஞ்சிக்க வேணும், எல்லாருமே தெரிஞ்சிக்க வேண்டியது ஒன்று தான் ப்ரோக்ராமிங். என்று சொன்னா இப்ப பிஹெச்பின்னு சொல்ற ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜ் வந்து பொதுவா வெப் பேக்எண்ட் டெவலப் பண்றதுக்கு வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க சரியா. அதே டைம் வந்து ஜாவான்னு சொல்ற ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜ் வந்து இப்ப நீங்க மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் இருக்குது புத்தா உங்களோட வாட்ஸ்அப் இப்போ இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் இந்த மாதிரியான மொபைலுக்கு சொல்லி சில அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் இருக்குமே அந்த மாதிரியான அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் டெவலப் பண்றதுக்கு ஜாவா மெயின் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. அதே மாதிரி சி ஷார்ப் சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ் டெவலப் பண்றதுக்கு. இப்படி புத்தா வெப்சைட்டுக்குன்னு மட்டும் இல்ல சாஃப்ட்வேர்னு சொன்னாலே ப்ரோக்ராமிங் தான். அதே மாதிரி ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜ் வந்து எல்லா செக்டர்ஸ்லயுமே யூஸ் பண்ணப்படுறது. அதனால தான் நான் மெயினா சொன்னேன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங் வந்து வேர்ல்ட மாத்தும். ஏன்னு சொன்னா அது வந்து எல்லாத்துக்குமே தேவை. எல்லா செக்டர்லயுமே ஒரு ஈக்குறவுண்டு தான் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜ்னு சொல்றது. Okay, now
Okay, miss, I got it.
Okay, well done, Putta. Any other questions?
Miss, Java script කියන්නේ දෙකක්ද?
Yes, Putta. Java කියලා කියන්නේ වෙන එක language එකක්. Okay. JavaScript කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක mainly website web related තමයි use කරන්නේ. හරිද? JavaScript web related use කරනවා. ඒත් එක්කම සමහරට මේ application related උත් use කරනවා. ඒ දෙකම වෙනස්. Okay, script කියලා කියන්නේ scripting language එකක් මේක. Java කියන්නේ නිකන් programming language එකක්. වෙනස්. ඒ දෙකම වෙනයි. Okay, both are different. You can like it is like it depends on you, Putta. Now you are asking whether you can get a job. Like if you can try at your best, you can get a job. Okay, so now there are freelancers are now like mangalta nikam kyanang like if you are about to do a freelancing, okay, so if you want to become a freelancer, they won't just look at your like experience, or experience is must, something like qualification and all they won't look. Okay, so what you can do is you can become a freelancer. Okay, completing this 3-month course, because you will have only diploma certificate, right? So samata company if you wanted to get into a company, they might ask you qualifications. You might need to have BSc, masters, PhD likewise. Okay, so நீங்க இத முடிச்சிட்டு உங்களுக்கு ஜாப் ஒன்று வேணும்னு சொன்னா உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஃப்ரீலான்சிங் செய்யலாம். இல்லன்னு சொன்னா நீங்க ஜஸ்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் அப் பண்ணுங்க, பண்ணிட்டு குவாலிஃபிகேஷனை கூட்டி கொண்டுட்டு அதுக்கு அப்புறம் இன்ஷால்லா உங்களுக்கு போகலாம். It's in your hand. Okay, whether getting a job or not is in your hand. Because I am telling about myself. When I was earning at my first, okay, 500 tamai earn kare. Okay, at the beginning. Okay, now it is like 1 lakh වලට වඩා වැඩි. Okay, mage income එක එකට වඩා වැඩි. Because at the beginning, now I have faced an interview. Now for that it is like Java application development එකක්. ඒකට 4 lakhs වගේ තමයි salary එක. So the programmers ලාට තමයි ගොඩාක්ම software engineering ඒවා ඉගෙන ගත්තා නම් you can become a millionaire. Okay, like it is like that only. The stream is like that. Okay, so beginning is even myself it is 500. Now it is like it has been grown. So that's how you have to give it a try. You can't just sit and wait. You have to search. Okay, you have to take the move. Okay, syllabus. Okay, freelancing means now I can't explain that, Putta. Sumaya, I have to teach it. I will be teaching in the continuing classes. Okay, one by one. The freelancing பத்தி நான் பேச போனா அது மிச்ச பெரிய ஒரு டாபிக்கா போகும். அப்ப நான் வந்து அது உங்களுக்கு கண்டினியூங் கிளாஸஸ்ல இடையில அது எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் எல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு காட்டி தருவேன். இல்லைன்னா அது நான் உங்களுக்கு அதுக்கான வெப்சைட்ஸை பத்தி எல்லாம் சொல்லி தருவேன். ஓகே, இன்ஷால்லா. And syllabus is like now currently I don't have it with me, okay, to share it with you. But in the next class, inshallah, I'll show it to you. I'll share it with you. Okay. syllabus එක මම ඔයාලට next class share කරන්නම් inshallah. Any other questions?
මෑම් මේ කෝස් එක ඉවර වෙද්දී ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් කියන ඔක්කොම පාර්ට් එක ඉවර කරනවද නැත්නම් අපිට ඒ කියන්නේ යම් කිසි දෙයක් මෙච්චරක් තමයි උගන්වලා දෙන්න තියෙන්නේ එහෙම කියලාද උගන්වලා දෙන්නේ නැත්නම් හැම පාර්ට් එකම ඉවර කරනවද?
ඔව් පුතා. දැන් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් කියන්නේ දැන් ඔයාලට මම කලින් කිව්වා වගේ පුතා ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් කියන්නේ ලැන්ග්වේජස් ගොඩක් තියෙනවා ඒකෙදි. හරිද? එතකොට මම ඔයාලට මොනවද උගන්වන්නේ නම් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් එකේදී ඔයාලට එකපාරටම ඒකට යන්න බෑ. ස්ටෙප් එක එකපාරටම මම කෝඩ් කරන්නම් කියලා එකපාරට මේකට යන්න බෑ. හරිද පුතා? එතකොට මුලින්ම ඔයා මොනවද කරන්න ඕනේ මම අර කලින් කිව්වා වගේ SDLC කියලා එකක් තියෙනවනේ System Development Life Cycle කියලා. එතකොට ඒ පාර්ට් එකේදී පුතා තියෙනවා පාසස් කීපයක්. හරිද? ඒ අන්න
වෙබ්සයිට් ඕපන් කරද්දී නේ මෑම් අර HTML එක නේ මෑම්.
ඔව්. අන්න ඔයා පුතා HTML කියන්නේ පුතා ඒක වෙනම එකක්. හරිද? ඒකට අපි කියනවා constructing language කියලා. ඌ පුතා ඒ කියන්නේ IT කියන එක ඉගෙන ගත්තොතින් මාත් ඔයාලා වගේ තමයි මුලින්ම අම්මා මට මොකුත්ම දන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් බලන්න පුතා කොච්චරනම් තියෙනවද at the beginning මගේ අයියා කිව්වා ශපි ඔයා මේ programming මේ IT field එකට යන්න it's not just IT it is like a word කියලා කිව්වා. මං හිතුවා අයියෝ මෙයා මෙහෙම කියනවා මොනවාද එච්චරට තියෙන්නේ කියලා. ඒකට මේ ආවට පස්සේ තමයි මේ ෆීල්ඩ් එකට ආවට පස්සේ තමයි පුතා මටම තේරුනේ මෙච්චර දෙයක් තියෙනවද කියලා. දැන් ඔයා කියනවනේ HTML කියලා පුතා. දැන් මේ HTML එකේ programming part එකට එන්නේ නැහැ. මේක it is related to web side. Okay web development ඒ side එක ඒ පැත්තට තියෙන එකක් තමයි මේ HTML කියන එක. ඒකට අපි කියන programming language කියලා අපි කියන්නේ නැහැ ඒකට. ඒ කිව්වත් පුතා ඒක constructing language කියලා තමයි අපි කියන්නේ. ඒක වෙනම පැත්තක්. ඔයා වෙබ් ඩිසයිනින් වෙබ් ඉන්ජිනියරින් ඩිප්ලෝමා එකේදී ඉන්නව නම් ඒ ක්ලාස් එක ඔයා නෑ නේද? ඔයා ඉන්නව නම් ඔයාට තේරෙයි මම ඒකේ දුගන්නලා තියෙනවා කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ටිං ලැන්ග්වේජ් කියන්නේ වෙනම එකක්. ඒක. හරිද? ඒ වගේ ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. හැම එක දේවල් වෙනම. දැන් ඒකේ CSS කියලා තියෙනවා, case code script language කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. දැන් JavaScript ඇහුවා වගේ ඒක scripting language එකක්. මේ වගේ language එකෙන්ම ගොඩක් languages තියෙනවා. දැන් programming language කියන්නේ main languages වගේ අර programming language කියන්නේ පුතා අර කලින් අර මං අර programming අර concept කියන එකේදී ඔයාලට කියලා දුන්නේ users ලෙවල් hardware devices එකත් මෙයා තමයි control කරන්නේ. Okay the programming language will control the hardware devices as well. පුතා තේරුණාද? එතකොට CPU hard disk ඒ වගේ RAM මේ හැම එකක්ම control එයාත් ඒකටත් අර impact එක තියෙනවා programming language එකේ. තේරුණාද? Okay පුතා did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay fine පුතා. Any other questions? Which country is the best programming? Which country? Country is not like that පුතා. Country කියන්නේ programming language ඉගෙන ගන්න කොහේ හරි යන්න ඕනි කියලා නෑ. ඔයාට කොහේ ඉඳලත් ඔයාට ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. Now even from here you can learn whatever the language you want, okay, programming language. But now after doing like in some other countries, like there are companies puta, in some countries there are several companies where they pay a lot, like then lakhs say lakhs 5 lakhs 3 lakhs. Then now if I now some of my cousins are telling to come and do my masters in Canada or in Australia because the salary would be like more than 20 lakhs 18 lakhs likewise. So the amount is like more in there. Now for Sri Lanka it's not like that. Okay Sri Lanka වලදී දැන් මගේ salary එක හැම අර ගානට යන්නේ කොහමටත් අර basic එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ 1 lakh 2 lakhs ඒක තුල තමයි කොහමටත් තියෙන්නේ. ඒත් අපි පිට රටකට ගියා නම් අර worth එක තියෙනවා ඒකට. Python or JavaScript you can learn whatever you want, okay, whatever the language you want, but first இது தான் படிக்கணும் இல்லம்மா எதுனாலுமே படிக்கலாம். Okay you won't have any exams but you will have a assignment to be submit, okay, at the end. So don't worry about all the stuff. You can ask me whatever that is related to programming right now. And
excuse me.
Yes puta.
මම මේ අර cyber security කරද්දී ඒ කියන්නේ programming ද ගොඩක් වුණා වෙන්නේ coding ද මම ගොඩක් වුණා.
Programming කියන්නේ coding තමයි පුතා. Programmers කියලා කියන්නේ coding කරන කට්ටිය තමයි කියන්නේ. ඔය coding කියන්නේ program එක තමයි code කරන්නේ. තේරුණාද? දැන් අර ඉඳගෙන programmers මම program දැන් මං නම් කියන්නේ මං programmer කියලා කෙනෙක්. මං programmer කෙනෙක් කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ because I sit and I do coding. So I am a programmer. Coding කරන කෙනෙක්ට අපි කියනවා programmer කියලා. Understood. So even if you once after you become a programmer, you also trying to code. Okay, code keyboard ke code karna hai. Okay, that's how it is. So now I have like softwares and all with me, which I have already coded and developed with me. But now I don't have time, and in my other laptop also there are some other programs, softwares which I have developed. Is there? We'll see. In the future classes, I'll share with you. Okay, future classes future classes la adu kaatren enakku innum softwares na develop paninadhu ella nikide, but unfortunately enakku ipa adu kaatikolla and mathal applikkiradhu nan porai kaatren inshallah matha classes la. Okay
Madam,
yes
hello.
Putha. Yes Putha.
I just want to know whether you have started this web development course because I missed it. Have you
Is that
started
so?
it?
Yeah, it has been started Putha. Almost we have completed almost 4-5 classes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't you get the information? You better contact the coordinator or the management Putha, because we have already started Putha. Now it is
Really?
yeah, we have currently started Photoshop, and we have about to be completed.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Because
Yeah.
one of my friends also joined this program in order to learn web designing. But I think he also didn't get any link or whatever. But from yesterday onwards only, we got these links.
That's the thing, Buddha. I think the management might have missed the thing. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so bad.
Okay,
Anyway.
I'll talk to them. Okay.
I have mentioned like out of the computer lectures, the programming, web designing, cyber security also I think I mentioned. And what you did yesterday?
Yesterday we
Database, and some mobile photography. And
So to be clear Putha, I do software engineering, that develop diploma in software engineering, web development, and database management, and office package, as well as programming. These are the programs that I do. Okay, so and
really?
also like still Putha, we don't have like physically, like we have not never I have even not never like been there in Gatwick College, because from the pandemic season we have started this, right? So we normally do this normally we do share the things and all online only. So I'll talk to them and let them know.
Ma'am, the thing was when they said that they will be sending us the timetable in 2 days time, by that time also you would have started, no? It was long, very recently they said we are sending the timetable. I think on the 28th or on Monday, I think. On Monday or Tuesday they sent the timetable. So by that time, as you said.
Yeah. Tell me, Buddha. Yeah.
Yeah. So we will have to get the recording of all those things.
Yeah. So you better drop a message to the management, because you just tell them. Okay. Tell them that the class has been started, but still you have not informed us. Likewise, you just let them know. Okay.
You do it very well, because I have done some Java some time back, but I am not a software. I'm not into that industry actually.
Yeah.
But I understand very well that you going to make it.
Yeah, sure, inshallah. Okay. Good.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Nisha. Welcome.
You are putting much effort on that.
Welcome, Nisha. Welcome.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, thank you, Putha. Any other questions, dears? If not, we can wind up the session, and we can continue from next week onwards. Okay. So if there's anyone else who has missed the web development classes or something, or you better contact the management, because I have already started that, and now it has been completed halfway. Yeah, just talk to them and see. Okay. Okay, fine. And if there is anything, you can ask me. If not, we can wind up the session. If there is anything, students, you may ask me questions. Okay, fine then. Okay, then since there is no any questions to be answered, then we can wind up the session. see you all in the next class. Okay, so next Sunday we will be having the second class, and be prepared and come to the class. Inshallah, we'll be continuing from the next class onwards. Okay, so one by one, inshallah, I'll be teaching you everything, so don't worry, you can ask me questions. Okay, don't hesitate to ask questions. Okay, because if you ask questions only, you will even learn, right? So like you have to have questions. Okay, whatever the question, உங்களுக்கு என்ன questions, என்ன doubts, okay, even whatever the doubts that you have, you may ask me. Okay, so if I know, I would answer. If not, I will, like, even I will search on or whatever, I will try to answer as much as possible. Okay, and then that's all for today, so we can wind up the session. See you all in the next class then. Thank you, Puta. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.